Hello folks, welcome. Whew. Got a few buttons to press there. Good evening everyone and welcome to a little game called Total War 3 Kingdoms. Right, well first of all thank you to Sculptor for the intro video that I managed to get working without any glitches. So Sculptor has done I think three or four intro vids which will play a variety across the series. Has also done a thumbnail as well, and so has UncleMozilla. So thank you to both of you. I'm going to alternate every 10 thumbnails. We'll alternate between the two thumbnails, and every stream will have a different intro. So thank you both for your submissions. Right, okay, just first of all, let me know what the volume levels are like, because the music sounds a bit loud, I don't know. We'll get that sorted first, and then we'll dive in. I'm not going to bore you with Flim Flam today. I've got nothing to tell you. And, well, you've waited long enough, haven't you? Volume is fine, are you sure? I mean, I don't know why I've picked these levels, like I'm some expert here, but I've tweaked the levels accordingly. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Maybe it was just my headphones turned up a slight touch too loud. Right, good stuff. So the volume levels are fine. In terms of graphics, I've put it on high. I've not put it on ultra. I like performance rather than quality, so I've foregone the ultra setting just to make sure that my frame rates don't drop in such a way that I notice it. So I think it's the standard high settings. The unit size I think defaults to large, which is the best balance I believe, or I'm led to believe. So we're not going to be increasing the unit sizes. I'm just going to stick on the default, unless anybody's got any alternative suggestions on that one. Good evening, Joker Drake. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not a mirage. You've not ventured into an alternative reality. This is real life. I can't put it off anymore. I couldn't put off the baying wolves any further. I did debate as a last little prank not to play a different game, as I saw in the chat before the stream started, but to actually push the stream back. Pretend, say, oh, I'm out, I've gone out and I'm on my car, my car's broken down, I'm going to be a bit late to the party. We'll start the stream at 9 PM. Sorry about that, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't bring myself, it would have been too cruel. Anyway, I thought I'd celebrate the occasion. Because it's bank holiday weekend, there's no work tomorrow, even though it is a Sunday, so I thought I'd treat myself to a rum and coke to toast the occasion, and to commiserate over Leeds United, whose name I shall not speak again for many a stream. Absolute disgrace. Anyway, cheers everybody. Oh yeah, the F1 starting at 9. Not that I watch F1 anymore, Cham. You know my view on this matter. I certainly won't be stopping the stream early, folks, to watch the F1. You're safe on that one. Yes, safe. Okay, so we're leaving everything as it is here. Unit size on large. Controls, I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it in the battles. Because, you know, in all that time that I had to prepare for this, to research and do all the tutorial stuff, I've done a lot of work, at least about 15 hours worth of studying and trying to remember things. Did I actually go into the game and do anything myself to put the learning into practice? No, of course not. So I can see how the person I was watching was manoeuvring the troops about and stuff. I haven't actually physically moved any yet. Oh, you'll be safe. Look, I've played Total War before. It'll be fine. So camera, but I've got a camera mod on. Oh, Sculptor also. We need to thank Sculptor as well for not just the intro vid and the thumbnail, which I will be using from parts 11 to 20, but the mod collection of some useful mods. Some which have will add some kind of roleplay touches to the game, some which balance the game, some which fix bugs and stuff, and a lot of cosmetic stuff as well. Now, I haven't played this game before. Don't know if you've realised this, but I haven't played this game before for some time actually. So you know, I might be a bit rusty. Yes, you played it last summer. I think Shelley played it recently too. So, you know, feel free to shout out advice when it comes. But yeah, because I've not played this game before, what I want to do is I want to experience it vanilla-ish as much as possible before I start inserting gameplay mods that change features too much, including battle as well. So I did think, now hold on to your hats here. It's like buses, you see. You never get one for ages, and then suddenly, because I think this playthrough I'm going to play it with the mods that I've got installed, which is the cosmetic stuff, and then to get a baseline, and then I think I'm going to do a second playthrough, not immediately after, but we'll do a second playthrough with all the other mods, the role-playing mods, where the battle mod that slows it down, maybe even, or alternatively there's overhaul mods as well. We'll have another playthrough. So yeah, what's happening here? Oh, I have seen it. I haven't checked it out properly yet though, Marsh Nice. I saw it was posted. Because I'm rubbish when it comes to watching things. I'm so terrible. I haven't watched the Shogun series either. I said I'd start watching that at some point. No, I haven't watched that either. So yeah, so two players. I'm thinking that I want to try some of the mods because you know, if this game is pretty decent and pretty good, which I'm assured it is, having it modded and slightly different playthrough the second time is always on the table, such as other mods that I've got on the back burner at the moment for other Total Wars. As long as the campaigns are different enough, I'm happy to do two playthroughs. But anyway, Shogun, his last episode has been released, so I can now watch it in peace and watch all the episodes in one go. That's what I was waiting for, really. Anyway, sorry. So yes, everything is default. I have not even inverted the y-axis yet, because it doesn't apply in strategy games. It only applies in first-person shooters. My little, what do you want to call it? My kind of little feature, my little nuance. So not yet. I don't think it's going to work as well. I might change that if we find out that it does. Right, okay, so there is a DLC to put blood in the game. I did debate about installing it, but I thought, why should I pay for blood? Why should I pay for a feature that no, I'm not paying for it. So I didn't bother. I installed 16 mods instead. You can't have everything, okay? So hopefully the mods won't cause any issues, but I don't think they will. So I'll list the mods in the description. I'll give a written shout out to contributors to the thumbnails and videos. But without further ado, folks, we're going to dive in. I'm going to press the new campaign button. I was just waiting for the music to start. I was just waiting for the music. Right, okay, sorry, I had to get a last little dig in there, you see. Right, okay, so we already know who we're playing as because you can see it on the thumbnail. We discussed it in a very ad hoc Three Kingdoms tester stream way back when, and I quite liked the concept.
The mightiest tree survives on its roots.
Between the light of the civilized Han and the chaos of opportunistic banditry, Zhang Yen straddles the twilight. He sees the carnage wrought by Dong Zhuo and wonders how this can be turned to his advantage.
First of all, that woman's got. I like that woman's voice. She speaks with passion. Oh, that was the thing I was going to ask actually, because I've had various recommendations. We'll have to be clever with our diplomacy. Diplomacy is always my strong point, I think, in a total war. I think I'm good at diplomacy. We can be diplomatic with the best of them. I'm running a country, for heaven's sake. In an alternative reality. Right, so yeah, we're going to be playing as this fella. How many turns will I survive? Oh. We've never failed a Total War series yet. We've come very close. So this could be, you know the saying, biting off more than you can chew. For a first playthrough of this game, maybe I should have been, you know, somebody much more simple. Right, that's what I was going to say. What do we think? I'm going to take a vote of some description. Maybe put a poll up. Is a mod available that can put a poll with these two questions? The voiceover work in the game, you can have it in Chinese. Is it Mandarin? Or I don't know. You'll have to excuse my ignorance. Or you can have it in English. Anybody got any preferences? I thought having it in the native tongue would be a bit more immersive. Yes, we're going to have to read subtitles, but hey, it's not as if they've got much to say. English. Robert Cox is. I mean, I could put a poll in myself, but I have to mess around. Tough call, isn't it? Tough call. Okay. Right, we'll have it in English. I think English. It makes no difference to me, honestly. I don't mind reading the subtitles. I don't mind having it in English with the poor voice acting. No, we can always. I think we can always change it mid-campaign. We could flip it a bit. We could flip it around. I'm sure we can. We might do a bit of mix and match. Because I'm going to probably do some recorded sessions in this campaign and not just streams, you know. So maybe some of the recorded sessions have it in one, streams the other. Maybe I'll think it through. Right. Okay. So he's a bandit outlaw type of guy, and which means he's all the way far out somewhere. No allies to speak of. People probably don't like you very much. You know, but that's us. Right, so we'll get into the character screens when we get into the game. I'm sure you're itching to start the campaign. So look at his unique features. Who mine? Why, thank you, Embruster. Very unique features I've got. Hey, I've cut my hair as well. I don't know if you've noticed. In all the excitement for the game, I've cut my hair. Yes, well, I didn't cut my own hair. The barber's cut it for me. I said to the barber, I said, you better cut this good because I've got a stream tomorrow, right? Three Kingdoms, they've been waiting a long time. Can't look like a dog's dinner tonight. So no problem. I'll take extra care, sir. He missed a spot. All the bits of hair that are left. He missed all of that. At one point I did debate going completely bald. I've never ever, but this is very short, don't get me wrong, but there's still hair there. Very fine, very thin. I don't think I could go completely bald. I think that's a step too far. Right then. Let's go. Oh. Final choice. Apologies. Do we do romance mode or do we do records mode? Now this is a very divisive. Is that the right word? Divisive subject. You know, the game has been built specifically with romance mode in mind, but it's all very much, you know, one general takes out an entire swath of troops and all the rest of it. This is jewels, all very good. But that's just not my bag. It's just not my cup of tea. I quite like it to be as historical and realistic as possible. It's just Total War. You know, so I don't know what else it changes, but we're going to go on records mode. Now I did say we could be doing 2 campaigns here, so fear not. I'm going to say when, and be optimistic about this. When we do the second campaign playthrough with the mods that do a lot more of the changes of the playing of the game, so that I've played it originally first, so I've got a baseline to compare it to. We'll do romance mode in that one. We'll do it that way around. But records mode. Now I have got some mods, courtesy of Sculptor's recommendations, which do provide the generals with some abilities to kind of make up for the lack of substance to them in records mode, because they're kind of, well, forgotten about kind of thing. So hopefully that'll be a happy-ish medium. I don't know, I've not played the game before. But I know that records mode speaks to me more so than romance fantasy mode. So let's have a blast at this, shall we? Start campaign. Just make sure that we've got everything as it needs to be first. Right, now my normal Total War preference when it comes to difficulty levels, shoot me down or not, is always hard campaign difficulty, normal battle difficulty. And it's the only simple reason is because I hated the way that they account for increasing the AI's difficulties just to give them bonuses, and I'm there just kind of like, ugh, never liked that. Although apparently in this game they do have the AI do act a little bit differently based on your difficulty level, but it mainly affects the archers and whether they waste the arrows on your general or not, apparently. So I know, I'm just testing you. Thank you. Hard. I'd go hard if I'd played the game before. I haven't, so I'm going to go hard normal. If we can switch it up mid-combat, I'm sure we can switch this up mid-campaign. Couldn't get the word out. Mid-campaign. So if, you know, but as a leading in, whilst I'm getting used to the combat, getting used to the controls, we're just going to go normal. And then once we've agreed as a collective that I'm competent enough with the controls to do what I need to do and get my tactics right and get ready and going without dithering and stuff, then we can all agree collectively it's time to put the difficulty to hard. But don't forget, it's a hard start on top. So, you know, it's almost like we've got hard, normal. I think that's a good balance. Lovely. Battle realism mode. So, advisor help high. Yeah, it's a new game. We'll do that. Battle realism mode. You'll not be able to pause, and the camera is restricted. No. We need to be able to. Yeah, we need to be able to pause it so I can talk to you guys whilst we're playing in the battle. As if 60-minute time limit. That's good. Timeless characters, no. We want the characters to age. Obviously, this campaign is almost like a Total War. It's like a CK2 because it's kind of focused on the characters, isn't it? It's very character-driven. So if you like your characters and you like your certain characters and you don't want them to die throughout the entirety of your campaign, you can have them be timeless. They can still die in combat apparently, but you know, if you don't want your favourite romance character to be carking it after 150 turns, there's your option. Right, so hard campaign, normal difficulty, high advisor help. Show AI player moves limited, which means you see the moves that are kind of localized on you, which is fair enough. Time of day default, it's just a day-night cycle. You can change it to be faster, slower, to mimic real times, time of day. We'll just leave it as it's on default there. Okay. Well, as I say, we'll get to the character sheets when we get into the game itself. You want me to be under the cosh as much as possible? This is my penance for making you wait, isn't it? You want me to suffer. You want me to lose, don't you? You want me to be wiped out off the face of the map. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to make you suffer. And I'm going to endure. And I'm going to expand. And we're going to be victorious. So you better be in for a very long haul, folks. Very long haul. I just said that now in turn 3 dead. Right, okay, here we go folks. Buckle up, strap yourselves in. I hope you've got your drinks and stuff. We're streaming until 11 tonight. No work tomorrow. 4 hours. Buckle up. Dive in. Let's go.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luo Yang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. All this has happened before. History ebbs and flows. Imperial life means naught to Zhang Yan. It left him with nothing. For coin or for glory, the Black Mountain bandits will fight. China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The Yellow Turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banners in rebellion and seizing commanderies across the realm. In response, generals loyal to the Emperor rose up and put down the rebellion. Yet despite the victory, the chaos only grew. With the corruption at the very heart of the Empire, the loyal generals stormed the Imperial Palace and killed the 10 eunuchs, the source of China's ills. In the madness, the warlord Dong Zhuo seized the Emperor. With the great warrior Lü Bu at his side, none dared oppose him. In response to Dong Zhuo's brazen display, treason some call it, a coalition of warlords rose up, led by the charismatic Yuan Shao, to save the Han. Faced with united opposition, Dong Zhuo retreated west to his stronghold of Chang'an, razing the old capital Luoyang to the ground as he fled. It is now the year 190 CE, and the coalition has all but collapsed. Warlords on all sides have seen opportunities to build their own fortunes from the chaos. Yellow Turban remnants still stalk the lands, seeking the age of the yellow sky, whilst soldiers of fortune feel the change of fate on the wind and strike out on their own. The scales shift, and China hangs in the balance.
Oh, there we go, setting the scene there. You know what, I'm going to actually go back and start watching it again. I never finished the show. I'm talking about the show that was in the 90s. Is it the 90s, early 2000s, that show? Not the very, very earlier one. Because there was 2, I think. But I think I'm going to go watch it again. Start from the beginning and watch it to a finish this time. That is from my very first video, Master. Yeah, the 2010. Yeah, that's the one I was. That's the one I watched. I've got to about episode 40 something. I think I'll. And this time I'm going to get my pen out and keep track of them properly. Because another thing that I forgot to mention, just before I pressed go. Do excuse me when it comes to the names. Couldn't have played a worse game, could I? When it comes to me struggling with names, I'm going to really struggle here. I'm not the best with names at the best of times. Right.
Luo Yang. Nothing but ashes now. Raised by Dong Zhuo.
He is a despicable dog. But the matters of nobles are not my problem.
He has kidnapped the Emperor, my lord, and drags China into chaos.
There are other problems. Their yellow turbans rise, zealous as ever. Their crazed belief is mad, just as mad as Dong Zhuo's. And this coalition, it is feeble, and will remain feeble with Yuan Shao as leader. What have they accomplished under him? Nothing! He lacks strength.
There are other bandits, other warriors.
Jian Zhong is a fiery sword. Selfish, always hounding glory. But strong and dependable. I would sooner her than those vainglorious nobles.
May you descend from the Black Mountains, John Yen, 1 million strong, and sweep away the foolish and the unworthy.
Sweep him away, I say. Okay. You'll have to bear with me now, folks. This is all new. Right, okay, so we have been given a mission. Oh! I pressed the wrong button there, hang on. I was supposed to shut her off. It was her I was supposed to shut away, not the damn mission screen. Right. Mission issued. The bandits seek their enemies and strike them down. Though you have raided far and wide with great success, the enemy is now upon you. The Han are intent on seeing you answer for your so-called crimes against the Empire. It is time to raise our banner and ride as one. We must defend ourselves against this attack. Engage the enemy army. Engage the following general's army in battle. Yang Bao. What's all these quotes? What are you doing? And we get a taste of victory on success. Plus 30 to loot. Plus 5 to morale. Faction-wide morale boost. That sounds good to me. Okay. Now, let's get a Oh, Skyrim Bandit. Oh! Skyrim Bandit quotes. I've closed out a choice. What, by misclicking? You better be joking. We'll have to start the stream. We'll have to start the playthrough again. I closed the decision. Was it a very important decision? I have to start again. Are you kidding me? This is not even... Oh my god. Right, let's start again. Let's just start from scratch. Right, do it. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. It's okay. Hard campaign, normal battle, visor high, limited, everything else is on. Close that down, start the campaign.
Embers rise, stark against the light.
It's okay.
China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The Yellow Turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banner.
Okay, we're here. Oh, it's just information. It's just information, man. But we'll read it, okay? Come on. It's information. Whew. Establish your power. Lord... I can't remember how she pronounced it. Zhang Yan for me, but it's not. She pronounced it slightly differently. And this is our character, so we need to get the pronunciation right, at least of ourselves. It's okay, folks. It's all right. It's okay. Options correct. Yep. Start the camp. No, let's pick the character first, shall we? There we go.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of justice.
Okay, my dear, thank you. We get the
China
picture. We
is
get the
in
picture.
turmoil.
We've seen it 3 times.
The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting,
Oh
is
dear.
being devoured
I think
by
I need another one of these.
The yellow turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banners in rebellion.
Right. Horla, I know you're lying because I checked the difficulty. It's fine.
Luoyi.
Right. Are we in? Can we save it when we've passed all this bit? Bloody hell. If anybody's watching for the first time, can you imagine this? Well, who the hell is this? Benny Hill type character. Right. Establish your power. Oh, yeah. And, pronunciation of his name. 55 people watch. Oh, God. Well, there's got to be new people here. I do apologise, new people. These kind of things always happen to me. One would call it unlucky, but sometimes they also say you've got to make your own luck. Thus, you've got to make your own unluck as well, I suppose. Right, establish your power. Lord Zhang Yan, the warlords of China, have descended into civil war. Perhaps the time has come for you to descend from the mountains and make yourself known. Opportunity is found in chaos, if you have the strength to seize it. You have found allies in the warlords before, and there may be... This is just what she said in the intro. Right, we've got to claim Han Empire regions and be wary of Zhengjiang. She didn't pronounce that name either like that, but I can't remember how she pronounced that. So our first mission has been issued. We have to engage this fella, which is not that difficult because he stood right in front of us. Like he's got a problem. Good sir? Have we offended you somehow? I don't know, but you are up in my face. Right, so if you press this little button, apparently the map will spin northwards, because I like north. North, south, east and west. This is the orientation that we shall be having the game in. If you've had your games in any alternative orientations, then you shall have to get used to this. Right. So, there's a lot of buttons to press, a lot of screens. I have learnt about some of them, so hopefully this won't take an hour. Don't worry, you people. It won't take an hour. It'll take an hour and 10. Check the Bandit Reform tree and Prestige tree. It's different. Different to what? I haven't got a baseline. This is my first campaign. It won't be different to me because I've never seen what's not different, if that makes sense. So it's all the same thing. Right, Hall, I'm on the big screen. Excellent. That's where I need to be. So, we're going to press some buttons. We're going to see what's going on. But first of all, where's the lady? This is an info overlay. It gives you tooltips and things. It's very useful. But no, we're going to start from up here. Faction summary screen. Sounds like a good place to start. And our fella looks very happy. So this is our specialization. Our playstyle should be based on ambushes. We've got a lot of troops that we can use that have got guerrilla deployment, and you know, we're focusing on ambush. Ambush is going to be our strength, I feel. We should use it to our advantage. And opportunistic diplomacy, which basically means diplomacy for money. Who's going to pay us for this? Who's going to pay us for that? Who can we bribe? That kind of diplomacy, I think. And we can improve relations with the Yellow Turbans and can ally ourselves with them. Interesting. And can ambush when attacking, which is basically they get startled in a column and we ambush them from both sides. Do you know how to set an army into stance? Yes. When I get to it. When the options come up, it'll become familiar. We've got unique troops. We've got the Black Mountain Marauders, called Scare Guerrilla Deployment, the Black Mountain Outlaws, and the Black Mountain Hunters. And we can also build a Black Mountain hideout. And we've also got this Mercenary Treaty, which is a diplomatic thing. Declare war on mercenary masters. Target, earn money per turn. Sell conquered land to mercenary master for large sums. Not quite so sure about that, but we'll work with it. So, this is our rank, and we go up ranks and we get things. All very good. And then we've got loads of icons here. This is great. So, I don't think this is a screen that shows you a great deal, really. Ooh, what's that? Oh, so this just gives you all your numbers about what you've got happening here. Right, let's close that screen down. That's just the faction summary screen. Where is... This is the court. Hang on fire. So this is the court, which... We've got different positions that we can put our characters into. You get a load of things, loads of people, loads of generals and administrators, governors, as they were in games gone by, to do little bits of synergies. It's very complicated. I kind of understood what I was listening to, but one of the first options, one of the first things that was recommended to do now. The gameplay that I was watching is very much a min-max style, lots of little loopholes, and not say loopholes, but just ways to play the system and stuff that I wouldn't be interested in. But one of the things was, because our heir, who's our child, is not of age yet, he doesn't confer any bonus to the faction. So if we hover over ourselves, you'll see that if we are the faction leader, prime minister, or heir, certain characters give certain bonuses. So if we were to replace him, for example, with our wife, we might get a faction-wide bonus that we wouldn't get with the child. But it's one of those interesting things. I mean, if we were to pop our clogs and die horrifically, who do we want taking over? I don't know. Is it a bit of a gamey thing to do? Not sure. How do we... Oh, for God's sake. This is not quite correct. This happened before the patches as well. What does that mean? It's a bit strange. Anyway, so from here, why can't we... They're clicking from here. How do we get the full screen up? Oh, there you go. Bloody hellfire. Right, anyway. Roleplay, keep your son as heir. Yeah. Yeah. I did think that myself. That did. It'll come of age before too long. You're lucky if you get one turn per stream with me. It's a very long time. That shouldn't be in the release build. No, I don't think it should. Okay, so while we're in the screen, what we'll do is we'll take a look at our character. We'll take a look at our family and generals, because, as I said, this game is a lot more character focused than perhaps on previous Total Wars. So, if we get a feel for who we've got on our court and stuff, that'll be pretty cool. It might be able to build in a bit of role play at some point if I get the mechanics down pat and see good opportunities to get you guys involved. But for now, we have a variety of different offices. People like to be in office. Some people have got desires and things to want to be in high positions. You've got to keep them satisfied and all that kind of dilly-dallying around. We won't go into all this kind of stuff. We're just going to play naturally. I'm not going to get too hung up on all the bonuses and how the stats work, and if you do that you might be able to do this, and if you do that, and Nah, we're not going to be worrying too much about that. We'll a little bit with some degrees of things, but ultimately we're just going to go with it. Just going to roll with it until I ask you for advice, and then you can give me the relevant advice. But yeah, underling is the first active post. Actually, there is one position free, and again, the guide I was watching says don't put somebody in the position on turn 1, and I can't remember why, but hey, I'm going to completely ignore any advice I watched on that playthrough. I think it was to do with the upkeep, because if you put somebody into an office, you've got to pay them apparently, unless they're your family. Is that how it works? Anyway, let's take a look at the characters that we've got. These are the characters that we'll be role-playing as, and these are the characters that we'll be taking through the campaign. Hopefully to victory, you never know, to death and destruction, in a ball of flame, maybe. Maybe. It has been known to happen to certain generals in the past. Right. Let's take a look at our esteemed leader. This is legendary champion Zhang. I don't know, they don't kill my guys with artillery. I can't promise. So this is a legendary character. So in this game you've got legendary characters, unique characters, and then you've got loads of generated characters, which aren't historical characters, they're just padding, So, but this guy is a legendary historical character, and apparently you can tell based on based on their stat distribution, I believe. And it's to do with if it's a made-up character, it's got 15 points, and if it's not, it's got 30. Something like that. Anyway, so he's the King of the Black Mountain, so that gives him some little bonuses. He ignores forest penalties, which is something we should be using to our advantage, strategizing wise, only if of course he's the Prime Minister Heir or faction leader, which is a faction leader, so that's fine. 50% post-battle loot income, that sounds pretty useful. That sounds very useful indeed. And also if it's the name in gold. Oh, thank you for that, Emperor. Plus 10 expertise, plus 20 resolve, plus 30 authority. So these apparently are based on the elements, the Chinese elements. Earth, fire, wind, and whatever else, but the colours all synergize in some way in the game apparently. So your army composition synergizes with the colour, the colours, as do the buildings and certain discounts that you can get with your buildings. Apparently, we'll look all into that as time progresses. But ultimately, your generals specialise in one thing or another, and ours specialises in the green stuff. He's a resolve-based general, so he's classed as a champion, I believe. And as a champion, you get a certain skill tree. Champions are good at certain things, so they might make, for example, really good fighters, but not really good administrators. That's just me through using that as an example. I don't know if champions are good administrators, actually. But, yeah, it just gives you different style of characters, and it's a good way of allowing all the different characters to bring something to the table, rather than all generals being exactly the same, or a slightly different skill tree. Having them have unique features, like for example, unless you bring a blue person Sentinel. If you bring a blue person to your army, or you don't bring a blue person to your army, then you don't get any artillery, because only the blue generals can give you artillery. So it's all kind of a weird and wonderful way to get you to use all different manner of types of generals and stuff. But anyway, does that make any sense? So our general, Mr. Zhang, our leader, is the legendary champion. So he's best used to engage enemy generals, which, if we were playing in romance mode, might be very useful. He's a good general jeweler, by the looks of it. However, weaker against units, so that might still cut across into records mode. So we just got to be very careful using him against enemy infantry. Try to use him as a general sniper, perhaps. 1 melee, 1 cavalry, 1 strategist for each army. Oh, this is when we'll get into the intricacies of army compositions in due course. As something comes up, we can discuss it. Metal and wood, not golden tree. What? Oh. So yeah, we've got a variety of different buffs because of that. We could ignore forest penalties, which I'm assuming is when your horses and all the rest of it get a bit debuffed in the forest. Perhaps doesn't happen here. We've got the extra loot post battle. We've got extra pluses to our stats. We've got unlocks an assignment, bandit patrols. Now assignments, I think, are like agents in the previous games. You don't have agents in this. You have your family members, and again, based on their colour, they can do different assignments. So that's an additional assignment that we can do because of this character. +1 to resilience, and I think resilience is something to do with being dead and being alive. I think if you've got resilience when you die in combat or in the battlefield, I don't think you're dead. If you've got resilience, I think you just go unconscious until you've got no resilience left, and then if you die, you're dead. I think that's how it works. +3 starting rank for all Black Mountain units, so our units will start with extra rank if we recruit them, with this guy in charge, and +5% chance of ambushing. All very good. Oh, hello Shelley, welcome. So, now your characters have traits, which is fantastic, because the traits actually do something and mean something, and influences how the characters interact with each other, because certain characters with certain traits won't get on very well with characters with opposite traits. So I thought that was quite interesting. But we are stubborn. Oh, I love a stubborn guy. So that gives us extra resolve, less authority, and enables unbreakable, which means we do not suffer any morale loss and will never rout, which is quite useful for a general. If your general never routs, that's one of the things that can cause chaos, or could in the previous games. I'm assuming it might be a bit similar here. So him never routing is quite good for the most part, because if he's in the rout position, he's probably going to get slaughtered, isn't he, if he doesn't rout? But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens on that one. So yeah, he is a champion. And I think if we were to take a look at his leveling up skill tree, we'd probably see that he's probably best served in the battlefield rather than in managing or as a commandery. I think somebody asked what a commandery is. I think a commandery is a province in the old school terms, a collection of counties, basically. I think that's right. I think. So, you know, commandery is your city or your main town, and then any secondary towns. A grouping of 3 to 5 counties. There you go, excellent. So it's just because apparently in China, I don't know if it's in China in general or in this period of time, a province meant something different. So they don't use that. Right, so we're stubborn. So for roleplay purposes, any decision making, we might just want to remember that stat because it could come in handy, or it would, or may influence our decision making. Greedy, which is interesting. It means that we have a more of a desire for a higher office, which for us is not a problem because we're the head honcho. Extra corruption, which isn't great because apparently as your little kingdom grows, apparently corruption is very, very much can become a problem. I've heard. But I've never done a total war where we have been like ninja ambushers on the battlefield. I've had the occasional ambush in my time, but so it'd be quite cool to try that style out. Setting traps, being patient, pouncing on the enemy as they're marching down the road. It'd be quite something fun, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's our leader. So he's greedy and he's also careless. So may find himself just straying off the path in combat, getting a bit of a bloodlust up maybe, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So he's stubborn, greedy and careless. Decreases our chance of avoiding an ambush, which is kind of foolish. We are the masters of ambush, but then we are also more susceptible to ambush because our leader's a careless fool. Dear, dear. Now I think we can get more traits as we progress through. I think we can. Is it up to 6? Did I read that or hear that correctly? But anyway, there you go. Right, so we got a selections of ancillary things, accessories that we can equip, and apparently, because all the AI haven't equipped them yet, if you wanted to use diplomacy to get other people's, now's a good time to do it. But again, we will not be doing such things. I don't think it's that much of a cheat, but for a start we don't know anybody anyway. I did have a quick look at the diplomacy screen before I started, and I'm sure we haven't got anybody that we can talk to. Right, so we've got weapons. I'm assuming we'll have the best weapons equipped, but this weapon does 14 melee damage, which does seem very small, and 33 melee damage armor piercing. And again, there's all these different stats that all, if you wanted to really go into the intricacies of it all, you really could. But we're not gonna do too much of that. Melee attack rates pretty fast. So these are very fast but very weak weapons, it looks like. But they do confer bonuses, so takes away from our expertise, but gives to our resolve and gives us an extra charge bonus as well. If you see them coming, run as fast as you can, because usually pain follows suit straight after. So that is our weapon. I think we'll stick with that. We've got armor in gold. This is our unique armor. It's our personal armor. Gives us expertise and resolve, and it means that we are immune to fatigue, which is quite good because I can't remember if it was romance mode or records mode, but I think it might be records mode that there's a lot more emphasis placed on the impact of fatigue. I think I read that somewhere. Again, I could be wrong. So this is bound to us. It gives us those bonuses. Immune to fatigue is pretty nice. We have a standard horse. No, we don't. Are we equipped this one? I think we have. No, we're on that horse. Why are we on this horse? Give me this horse. Equip this horse. There we go. Why are we on a rubbish horse? We have put the grey stallion to us, 86 speed. Oh, it's the speed. But this gives us expertise. Plus 10% chance of evading capture post battle. That could be handy. Plus 20, so extra charge bonus. Yeah, a bit slower but bigger charge bonus. And combined with our own personal stat with charge bonus, because of the weapons rather, that means that we should do some decent damage charging. We should bear that in mind for strategy purposes. Right, okay, excellent. And we've got so no followers, and have we got any accessories? Yes, we can pick an accessory. So, we can pick a pig, a stone pig, which gives plus satisfaction and instinct. Now, satisfaction, I think, is people's satisfaction with you, which is, again, something that we need to manage. We need to manage our core and our characters' satisfaction, because if they go low enough, they can a defect or do something, raise their own armies or do other things that basically you don't want them to do. So that could be good. Expertise. Oh, they all give satisfaction. It's just about whether you want instinct, expertise, or authority. None of them really. Instinct, yeah. I suppose it depends on what your other characters might want. I'll go with a bit of authority and a little bit less satisfaction, and it's a pig. We like pigs, that's fine. We'll have the pig. We'll have the pig. We'll save the other ones for people that have got... I don't think the satisfaction will work on us, actually. I think it's satisfaction for other people. Because we won't have a satisfaction stat, because we're the Prime Minister, we're the faction leader, sorry, so it won't matter to us at all, so it makes sense for us to take the lesser satisfaction, really. So that we give the higher ones to people that actually have a satisfaction stat. Yes, so authority gives a bonus to satisfaction and unit morale, etc, etc. They all give a different bonus depending on how high they are. Ours is resolve, so we're doing population growth, which is actually really useful, and general's bodyguard size, which is also pretty useful on the battlefield. So yeah, but population growth, apparently having a very healthy population growth is very, very useful. Again, for reasons, well, assuming just to expand your towns really, and recruit your units from there. Having a populace is more tax income as well, maybe. All these things from a booming population. But anyway, there he is. Stubborn, greedy, careless. We've decked him out. We can see his skills. You can see where he's got military. This is his unit statistics. His current retinue is here for all to see. We'll see them on the battlefield, no doubt, very soon. He's got some Black Mountain Marauders and a couple of light spear infantry bandit gang and special units we can unlock at various stages or through the reform tree. Oh, we've got a reform tree, so we can branch out reform and shape our faction. Abilities. So we've got attrition immunity, immune to regionalist attrition, immune to fatigue, ignore forest penalties, we're unbreakable, we know that from before. Right, good. Is there anything else? This shows us our bonuses in one screen. Court Minister, so we're not a Court Minister, Commanded Army. Less attrition from military supply shortage when I'm commander, that's handy. There we go, we've got all these things which we've seen on the character screen. Bodyguard size, melee characters, these are often your weapons and all the rest of it, I assume. Charge bonus, plus 40 charge bonus, just with our weapons and stuff. Plus 3 satisfaction, faction wide. Starting rank, ignoring forest penalties, battle income. And if we are an administrator, this is what we provide if we were administrator of a commandery, which we're probably not going to be. I think we'll keep him out on patrol and out of towns for the most part. Right, here he is. So that's him. Our son is 7, Zhang Fang. So that's him. I don't think we can do anything with him at the moment. No? 7, a boy. So now we have generals. So these guys are going to help us on the battlefield, and they're also going to potentially be administrators in our commanderies. So let's get used. Let's say hello to them and see who they are. Come on, let's see who we've got. So we've got Huang Long here, who's a pillager. Right, that's a good start. Now, once we've done this, we'll consider where we're putting people and stuff. But we're just saying hello. He's 22. So he's a court noble. He's not a scripted character. He's a general character because he's only got 15 points of stats. He's got 10 expertise and 5 instinct. 25% boost battle loot income when commanding. So that's quite good. That's very similar to our character. Gives a bit of post battle loot. We've got weapons. Again, if we hover over, we can see what weapon we might want to give him. Now, he came with a spear. Expertise and instinct. Extra resolve. He's red, right? Instinct might be good for him. Instinct and charge bonus. What's that? A spear? I'm going to give him that. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. It probably will, but we'll see. We have given him a glaive. That's cool. Right, armour. It's a standard armour. We can do ancillary slots. Ancillary use. This is that armour. That's another armour. That's a pool. It's a pole. A glaive. A glaive. Pole with a stick with a sharp bit on it. Dull iron carapace. What's this? That's what he's got on. Minus 12 to expertise. Plus 3 to resolve. 3 instinct. 8. Oh, he slows him down a bit. Melee attack rate a bit slow, but extra charge bonus. So again, he's got this good charge bonus as well. He's got it from here. He's got it a little bit from there. We're a very chargy army. Our power lies in our ability to charge. This could be our thing. This could be our get-up. The masters of charge. Sweep armies aside. Like a tidal wave. I watched a film yesterday, actually, talking of tidal waves, and it was called Impossible? Impossible? I think, I don't know if that was the whole name of the title, but it was about the Ewan McGregor. It was from a few years ago now. I think it was 2012 or something. It's quite far back, the film. But it was about the tsunami. It was a true story, in fact, that a family ended up getting separated, and then still managed to come together at the end. Spoiler, but you know. But yeah, really good film. Really good film, but it just actually, because you know, I remember watching it on the news and stuff, but until you see it like I saw it yesterday. I know it was only a film, but literally, they were going about their business in the hotel. A slight rumbling. Oh, what's that? Not enough to be causing major concern. Just a little. Oh, there's a bit of a rumble here. It's an earthquake. You know, it's an earthquake country. And then within seconds, push. Absolutely horrendous. Absolutely awful. Oh, it was frightening to see it. Absolutely frightening. They caught the terror of it very well. Whew. Absolutely horrendous. And yeah, and it was quite graphic as well, because I'm sure that it was like only a 12, this film, but they didn't hold back. Like obviously when the poor lady got sucked into the water and you get thrown about, you spinning around, and she just obviously got hit by things that tore her flesh off, and it was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And before that, we watched a film what was the film called? Oh, because me and my friend were really having a laugh about it yesterday. We're watching all the happy films this past couple of weeks. What film did we watch before that? That had a really bad ending. I can't remember. And the film, and then the film before that was a film with Colin Firth, not Colin Firth, Colin. Oh, the Kingsman guy. He had a partner who had Alzheimer's. That was another horrendous film with a good film, but sad ending. Hello, Ollie. Colin Firth. Oh, it is Colin Firth. Oh, I was getting confused with Colin Farrell. Colin Firth, yes. Right, so Huang Long. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. He's got this armour. I'm just going to leave people in what they've got, because I don't really know what I'm pressing. Mounts. We haven't got any followers. Ancillary characters. He is an instinct kind of guy, so we'll just stick with type and we'll give you some instinct stuff. A pig. Another pig. I'll give you a pig. There you go, have a pig, sir. Have a pig. He's 22. His satisfaction with us is 32. He can take us, he can leave us, he'll be taking us. I don't know if it will go up or down with time, I assume it will, but for now it's balanced at 32. It doesn't look like the positives outweigh the negatives, so I can't see it going down, so I think we're fine. Somebody, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Here's his stats, clearly not as good as our leaders, you can tell that straight away. And his retinue consists of a couple of horse units here. Bandit raiders, so he's our horsey person. Special units that he can get. We'll look at all these in more detail when we can recruit them. But he gets the attrition bonus, and he's got mighty knockback. He causes extra damage when knocking back enemies. Again, that extra chargey thing. We're going to be a shock. We're going to be a shock army. We're going to shock and awe tactics here. It's all going to happen. Relations. That's one I didn't click with my own leader here. But we've got relations. So it tells you. I have not seen this. So this is Huang Long. So and this is based on his traits. This is the kind of stuff that he likes. He likes kindness. He respects decisiveness. You know, he resents lawlessness, etc. So based on his traits and how they interact with other people's traits depend upon how he thinks of those characters. So he likes You Do, who I don't know if that's one of our characters, or I think it is. And it looks like he's friends with Wang Dang, and his acquaintances with us. So I think it's green, so I think it means good. And that's also green, but it's also red around the outside. Dislike. Interesting. So he's there you go, Vanguard. So reds are vanguards. Excel at breaking through enemy troops. Weaker against other generals. So he's a troop guy. My general's a general guy. He's a troop guy. So he focuses on the troops. My general focuses on the generals. We've got it synergized perfectly. Perfectly. So I think he's a good partner in crime. I think he's a good partner in crime for us. I don't know what our army is made up of yet, but we're going to get to that. But this guy, I think, should be our compadre on the field. Mr. Huang Long. We'll bear him in mind. Right, that's him. Wang Dang. Okay. So this is Wang Dang. Let's take a look at him. There we go. So Wang Dang is a strategist. So the blue people are the ones that bring you the siege equipment and the archers in combat, but they also make for very good what do you call them? Administrators. That's what I'm looking for. In your commandery. So we've got weapons here. He's got authority. He's a cunning kind of person. Have we got any weapons that he can? So these. Oh, so different classes can use different types of weapon as well. You can keep with that. Non-equipable, because that's mine. He's got armor. Let's have a look at his stats. He is 15 cunning, so he's a bit of a non-important character, non-specific character, if you will, generated character. Plus 2 cover gain or per turn when spying, so he could be used as an assignment person. We can send him on an assignment to do something. That'd be interesting to try. Have a bit of a play around with that feature, perhaps. Okay. Horse. Yep. Got a horse. Accessory. You want one? Plus 2 to cunning. Oh, you're a cunning kind of guy. Was that not what I saw there? I must have misseen. I thought I saw a cunning one. No, they're both expertise ones. You can have none, so we'll give you nothing for now. Mr. Wang Dang. Right, so his military. We're more concerned about his relations. So he doesn't like Li Demu. Who's Li Demu? Must be in our court somewhere. And he likes us. It looks like we're green there. Acquaintances at least. So we get on with Wang Dang. Wang Dang doesn't get on with Li Demu. You can see how all the intricate webs are weaving here. Oh, there's a little shortcut. Yeah, so Huang Long likes Wang Dang. Yeah, I remember that way around. Right, so that was Li Demu. He's a greenie here. He's another green person, which is very similar to us. He's classed as an enforcer. Let's take a look at him. So he's an enforcer. Another generic character. Li Demu champion here. He's got a less desire for office. I've completely forgotten. And Ollie's just brought me attention to it because I just realised, actually. I haven't checked the traits. So, Huang Long, our partner in crime on the battlefield, is lumbering. Less speed, but more armour. Tolerant. Extra corruption. Only if he's in a position of power, though. And concerned. Lumbering, tolerant, concerned. Interesting. This person is not content simply nor sadly about other people's troubles, but goes out of their way to solve them. So he'll go the extra mile to solve people's concerns. Tolerant, right. This is probably not the most effective way to do this, folks, but we're going with it. So Wang Dang is fiery. Extra charge speed if he's in combat. Ooh, another charge you won. Outbursts of anger. Unobservant. He has eyes, but cannot see. And kind-hearted. Extra public order if he's Prime Minister, heir or faction leader, which he's not going to touch with the barge pole. He's a kind of a nice fella until you rile him. And an unobservant strategist. Yes, exactly. Not ideal, right? Right, let's have a look at Li Demu. He's an enforcer, a champion, another one that engages the general. He might not be in the army because I'm the enforcer around here. So you... gonna have to find something else to do, Mr. Demu. Maybe we can fire him. He's got a spear. Is that good? Great axe. Do you know what? I'm gonna give you a great axe. I fancy giving you a great axe. Don't ask me why. I just think you need one. Extra resolve as well. Good for your green stuff. Right, yep, stick with that, and we've got satisfaction with expertise. His satisfaction is 22. Lack of purpose, general discontent. We'll give him one of these to help his satisfaction. Hopefully he'll appreciate an iron archer. There you go, you can like me a bit more. There you go. It's gone to yellow, did make a difference. Oh! It's what I've always wanted. I know it is, I know, you see. There, honourable, stern, modest Li Demu you. Right, so he's honourable. Less desire for higher office. Lower chance of capturing enemy officers post-battle. And decreases ambition to gain independence. So he's very pliable, very reliable. Never gonna turn against you kind of guy. I'll bear that in mind. Stern. Almost like, yeah, like stubborn. Another form of stubbornness. Income from industry. And modest. Which also helps with keeping his desire for office down. So yeah, he's a very pliable person. So somebody to keep sweet, very easy. Cham, enjoy the F1. Enjoy. Just thinking, should I go downstairs and get another glass of rum? I will after I've done the, I think after we've done the top screens, I'll go get them another rum, then we'll do the side screens, then we'll do the end screens, and then we'll do something. So this is Li Demu. Let's have a look at his relations. He's not unhappy with us, but he's not going to get on with us because he doesn't like criminality, and we accept criminality, and he doesn't like greed, and we indulge greed. We love a bit of greed. So Leader Moo not quite so happy with some of our beliefs. Nor Wang Dang's, to be honest with you. Criminality side. I'm seeing an odd one out here, folks. I think he needs to be sacked. Is he a waste? Is he a waste of... Are we paying him? We're paying him some kind of upkeep, aren't we? 150 per turn. Let's just sack him. Release from service. Boof, gone. Save 150 per turn. He don't like us. We don't need any more champions around here. Save a bit of cash. Let me know your thoughts. I'm thinking about being harsh. We can't have any dead wood around here. We're bandit kings here, and we've got things to do. Right, okay, we'll leave our wife to last. This is You Do. 29. We're going to leave him exactly as he is. And we'll give him some of that. Get his satisfaction up a bit. He is another Vanguard character. Evading capture post combat. He's got extra general's aura there. When we want to look at these in more detail, we can. There's a lot to these characters. Relationship wise, not going to get on with Wang Long. We need another general in our army. You can have up to 3 generals in your army. So who's going to be the third person? He might have to get on with the other guy. Zhang Yan likes us. Fought by side in battle already. So it looks like he's the third wheel. And You Do is actually a historic character. Okay, cool. Right. I think he might have to be our second person. So we'll have You Do in the army, Zhang Yang as the head honcho, and we'll have the other guy, Wang Long. I think that's going to be our army to start with, our very first army. We'll have a play around with that. So okay, so that is our court of men, and then we've got a lady here too, Zhang Jinglan. I'm just going to pronounce somehow the look in English, and I know it's completely wrong, the pronunciation, but I've got to draw a line. Put Leader Moo in your army, and then just leave him stranded on the battlefield to be killed by fire. No, we're gonna sack him. We're gonna start with cutthroat attitude. Right, my wife has got a Jian weapon. Okay. We'll leave her with what she's got. I don't anticipate her being on the battlefield very much. She don't need anything. Her satisfaction is not very happy. It's satisfaction in the faction rather than with you as a person, I suppose. 24. She's friendly, understanding, and kind-hearted. Well, she's a very nice lady. She's very nice. Although, we're our family, but she doesn't like the fact that I'm greedy. You'll come to like my greed. You'll come to like it when you're living the life of luxury. Doobie-doobie-doo. Right, there you go. That is the court. We can send her out on assignment too, I believe. And we can level her up as well. So, that is the court. The only other thing I was going to say is we can hire an underling. Now, the underling attends to matters both civil and military in their assigned commanderies, matters that you cannot spare your attention for. Now, I believe the reason why we don't have to hire an underling right now is because none of our people are craving office, I believe. Nobody's got any negative penalties for wanting to go up a rank just yet. So we don't need to do it for that reason. And we don't need to pay the upkeep either. Now, unless being an underling provides any other bonuses, which I can't remember, then we'll just leave it. So just let me know. We didn't check the family tree out, but there you go. It's a very small family. Me, my wife, my child, and my generals. My right arms, left arms, legs, feet, We've got, of course, we've seen them. Huang Long, Wang Dang, Li Demu, and Yu Du, where there's many a joke to be had. And then you can look at your characters, and basically all the characters that you know about. So we can see which characters are not liking some of our traits. As I say, my wife and Li Demu. Everybody else though, Yu Du, Wang Long, Wang Dang. Quite happy there. You just see everybody's stats, everybody's age on one screen. Liu P. Apparently I can see from somewhere. I don't know where you are, but I'll find you, sir. I'll find you. So that's the court screen. So I think we're done there. We've got diplomacy, which we can't activate because I'm assuming we have nobody to be diplomatic with. So here we are. We don't have any... Oh, we do have some land. We do have this commandery here, which will do the commandery stuff a bit later. But we can do lots of upgrading and building, and we have to probably do a bit of synergizing and all that kind of stuff. Right, so next screen at the top is the reforms screen. Oh my god. Right, so what do we do with this? Bandit network. Right, where are we? Oh, we're here. Hang on. We need food production. Right. Oh, look! So this is the map, right? And this is where we are located on the map. That's pretty cool. So this is... Oh! This is a rather interesting way to look at it, isn't it? So we can do one of three things. So we can do... Okay, so we can obviously pick something here, can't we? So Exiles of Xiongnu. So we kind of... I suppose we kind of have to look at what kind of path we want to go down further before we pick one. Otherwise they might pick that and think, well, actually this way is generally better. Is that how it works? So the green ones, we've got purple, blue. So these are colours again. These are the colours situation. Faith and Folly. League of the Great. So red is Faith and Folly. Green is Tribes and Tradition. Red is Outlaws and Outcasts. Blue is Clandestine and Corrupt. So let's have a look. Extra range damage, extra range fire, firing rate. Ownership of counties within Zhang will make it easier to expand your local bandit network. So how we expand on the map seems to be influencing how we might want to expand here. Is that what I'm reading? Am I reading that correctly? So we got, this is unlocking units. How do we click this? Oh, so we have to start the research. It's like a research process. Right, so this would be range damage, ranged firing rate, and we unlock horse archers. Okay. This one is public order, which sounds pretty decent. Replenishment, definitely useful. Less corruption, definitely useful. And we get horseback huntsman. And then we've got this one, which is upkeep for shock cavalry, extra loot, and we get medium spears. I mean, I quite like this middle one. I think the way it says make it easier to expand your local bandit network. So I'm thinking if you've got counties within there, it will speed up the research rather than anything else. So I think we've got to come south first, haven't we, anyway? So I quite like the bonuses of this one. I quite like the public order. That's going to be useful. I quite like the less corruption. I know it's very early days, but what's happened? No, you form a network and each node gives you bonuses like this, and if you control it, research is halved. Well, we're using this one. I think we're doing this one. We're going to start with this one. This is, you know, completely and utterly probably a horrendous strategy here, but we've got to pick one. So research time is halved. Well, should we wait then? No, I don't think so. We're going to give it a blast. We're going to give it a go. Public order, replenishment, less corruption. 4 turns, I believe that is. 4 turns. Healers of Quizu. Four turns. That's as much as we can do there. Right, undercover network. So this is... Ooh, spies. No available spy candidates. Oh, we've got no spy candidates. So here we are. So we're in the north. This is Han Empire land to the south. We've got Yellow Turban Rebellion's land to the sort of southeast. To the east, we've got probably Han Empire land. So we're trying to make the Han Empire suffer in our local vicinity here. Nobody can spy at the moment. So that's that screen. This is the records. Okay. And this is our treasury. So we get 553 per turn. 553 per turn based on whatever the hell's happening here. We can't do anything with the taxes right now. So this is just income, family estates as our main income at the moment. Expenses. We've got unit upkeep expenses. We've got character salaries. We've got no buildings or diplomacy done just yet, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So we've got some easy pickings cities, you say. So this is the Yellow Turban Rebellion area. This was the 2 pieces of land that we saw here down to the south. We've also got a piece of land over this way. So we'll determine where we're going to go. I think the Yellow Turban land is the first land that we should really go for. Or maybe this farm. If we click on this, it'll tell us which is the one that completes the commandery, and it's Fancy here. So that would complete the commandery. That's a different area. But we'll get to that. Right, so we've looked at the treasury. Treasury's fine. Have we made a decision? It's a collective decision, this first decision. Are we sacking Leader Moo? Or should we just let it slide? He's not done anything to us, really. He's a very pliable guy, very kind. He will never crave a position. It's just, you know, sack him. Hey, we could be causing a scene here. We've not done anything for him to go and blab to another faction. But, you know, he could come back and haunt us down the line. You banished me for no good reason. Redemption story. He's still a body to throw at the enemy. Sack him. You are all... Sack him if he slips up. Oh, we've got a few more reasonable people here. You never know. Our first battle, we might lose a couple of generals. Maybe if we'll... Yeah, wait until after the first fight. It's a good idea. But if we lose a couple of generals because of my incompetence, Leader Moo suddenly becomes a lot more important. He's got less people to fall out with for a start. Right, okay, we'll leave him. We'll leave him. Let's common sense prevail here. Let's not be harsh. Let's not be impulsive. Right, so that's the top screens. Food. Now, there's food in the game. It builds up reserves in your towns. It can be traded in diplomacy. that's as much as I know. There's probably a whole strategy involving food, which is clearly passing me by, but I don't think we've got enough food to be trading anywhere at the moment. We've got 0 current food at the moment. I think, does this give us some food? No, it gives us reserve capacity. Oh, that's a farm. Is that a farm? That's a lumber yard. That's not a farm. Livestock is a farm, though. We've got no food. Hello, JC. Welcome. Right. Okay. So we've got no food. No, we've got. It means we've got no surplus. I don't think we're starving. It's just that we've not got a surplus. I don't think. We can build a farm in our capital. We'll get to that. Actually, in the open slot. No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Black Mountain Hideout. Loot from settlements. Extra loot from post-battle. Economic buildings construction cost reduction minus 10%. So you could argue that economical building here would be pretty good. This is the building tree. We'll get to that. Right, let's take a look at this. So this is mission issued. Engage the enemy. We know that. Establish my power. Keep an eye on Zhang. And we've gained these ancillary characters, which we have divvied out so far. Right, let's have a look at assignments then, just while we're here, I suppose. We've got assignments that we can issue. So I think we're having Huang Long and myself and somebody else in the army, who must be already in the army. You do, must be already in there. So Leader Moo's not doing much, so we could put him to use on an assignment, couldn't we? Could we put him in agricultural exploitation? For 15 turns, it takes him 1 turn to record. I think it takes 1 turn for it to kick in, but that gives extra 50% to food production and plus 4 faction-wide food production. Considering we're shortage of food, this could be good. This could be good. Or we could have him do bandit patrols, which makes the enemy armies take less loot. I'm thinking we should assign him, because by the time this 1 turn passes, we'll have made some inroads to capturing more land, and we might even start building some farms or something to help even further with food production. So I'm thinking to assign him to that role. Wang Dang was the alternative guy. Could give us extra income from commerce and things. Satisfaction from... Oh, faction-wide satisfaction. And corruption. Extra corruption, though. Or bandit patrols. Not got any commerce in here at the moment. Food production. Do you know what? Let's give it a blast. Let's give it a blast. Food production. We'll see what happens with that. If it changes anything. I don't think it'll change this. Oh, so this is all to do with the commandery. So you've got the commandery's food situation, so each one will be different. The commandery's income, commandery's public order. This is their reserves, so the reserves are going up by 1 per turn. Low fertility. Okay, cool. We're not going to assign an administrator to this. Oh, we could assign an administrator, couldn't we? Could appoint an administrator here. Apparently. Ooh, this is somebody to oversee the territory. And if they're overseeing the territory, they also get bonuses. So he reduces construction costs, for example. He gives extra income from industry. She minus 18% construction cost. If my wife is the administrator, and because she's my wife, I don't know, we'd have to pay her a salary of 250 to put her into this position as well, so it'll increase our upkeep, if you will. But 18% savings on construction, considering I'm going to be building things, seems quite tempting to use her. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so we've put him to good use. Oh, he's doing it there. Yeah, very good. Right. Okay. So yeah, I think we might put her as the administrator, but we'll do our first turn first and see where we get to. But I think we might put our wife as administrator there and use her to see what happens when it comes to building up. You can actually see what else she brings to the table as an administrator. If you click on this, I believe. Administrator, there she goes. So she boosts population growth and she decreases construction costs. So, and then you can also just check out if you want to see how she branches out. Yeah, a bit of extra population growth too. Do you know what? I'm just trying these things because I don't know what they do. So we'll oh no, we'll hang fire because she's going to cost 250. 250 salary, that's not good. Right, okay, so good, we've done that. Let's get rid of that one. Mission issued, establish your power. Right, finally then, we can stick pins in. This is our mission, we know what it is. This is our characters. Ah, there we go. If we have this open, we can click on them easier. Ah, thank the heavens. Right, there you go, character screen. Army screen, so we've got an army. Let's click on this army now. Here we are. Move up to the enemy and attack it. Maybe. Well, this army should be good enough to deal with this.
A land without people is bereft of spirit.
Now, if we put our other guy into this army, I believe we'll have to pay the upkeep for him and his retinue, whereas at the moment we don't because they're not an army. So again, thinking of costings, I'm thinking that we just leave him just chilling out for the moment. Now there's an issue with leaving people chilling out because they can get a bit like stir crazy. They like to be busy people. So if you leave them in the court not doing anything at all, they get a debuff. But for now, a couple of turns, just while we find our feet and get a bit more income, we're gonna just fight with our leader, who's got these black marauders, mountain marauders, spear ×2. And we've got this, our friend, or acquaintance at least, Yudu, with his bandit raiders, his horses here. We're definitely good at charging. I think he's not bad at charging, if I can remember rightly. Did he have a couple of charge bonuses, or was it the other guy? Might have been the other guy. Yeah, it's the other guy, never mind. You'll have to just follow my lead. Right, so we've got commanderies, known factions, negotiate. Well, considering we can't do any diplomacy, we can't do any negotiating here. Right, there's our thing, point to north. So this is just your little tabs to get your things up.
Who is at the gates?
We could swap armour, couldn't we? We could swap the armour, couldn't we? Remove that. Remove that. There you go. Have that. Huang Long. Move that. Equip that. There we go. Charge bonus. Charge bonus. There, look at that. Now Yudu has got the charge bonus. Excellent job. Right. Let's hard save it. Let's hard save this. LP1. Just in case I get confused. Right, okay, so this is a little kind of crib sheet, which is pretty cool. Right, we're ready to basically have our first fight. Now, the fights that I've been watching is romance mode, so the guy uses his generals to do a hell of a lot of killing. Whereas I don't think we can be quite like that, so I think it'll just be like a traditional Total War fight, hopefully. There's no battle mods or anything, but apparently we should have some general abilities, so we'll see as we launch our first attack.
To arms!
Ambush succeeded. We're in the forest, so they're suffering penalties and we're not, because we've got the forest penalty negated because of our leader's stats. And we're ambushing, because that's what we do. So this should be like lambs to the slaughter, hopefully. So this is your auto-resolve, I believe. This is where we can quick save it just before the combat. And it gives you your kind of odds. Night battles if we've got the option to do so, as like in previous games. But yeah, we're gonna fight it. Our first taste of combat. Let's get cracking. Now there will be some pausing for my first fight. Just while I get used to the keys and stuff. The Battle of Yanmen. So they're going to be in column form. So we can just surround them. Just a horse each side. Use that epic charge bonus. Trees in the way, not a problem. Crash him down. Keep scrolling to toggle tactical map. Right, and because
when springing an ambush, you have the advantage of determining the moment of attack.
Attack! Cha! Right. Right, okay. Cool beans. It's easy. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't need... all I need is A, S, W, D, Q and E and my mouse button and I'm back in it. That'll do. Right. You thought I was going to auto-resolve it? No, we can't do that. I need a bloody practice, my friend. I need the bloody practice. Right, where are they? They are here. Is that all they've got? I'm getting all excited here, and they've only got like this many men. This is lambs to the slaughter. So, you know, story time here. Poor old, what's his face? Poor old Yang Biao thought it would be a good time to amble through the forest one afternoon. Come on, men, we're off on a walk. This doesn't feel very safe. Have you not heard about these parts, sir? Oh, it's all a fairy tale, if you ask me. Now get to marching. And so they march, and lo and behold, very shortly, things are going to turn a bit sour for Mr. Yang Biao of the Han Empire. So anyway, he is the general, so we should use our general against him, because our general is a general killer, of course. This is mounted lancer militia. I believe we have spear, who will be good against the horses, and we have more mounted lancers here too. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a pincer maneuver with our army. Now let me get my bearings here. So we're going to put Zhang Yan. Zhang Yan's here. There he is, ready to pounce on the enemy. In fact, let me bring you there. There we go. So he's going to come out and pounce. Now, pounce on him. Spear number 1. And because we've got the eye icon, it means we're hidden as well. So it's obviously going to be very useful as we spring out an ambush here. It's quite sensitive. But I do like the responsiveness of the keys. It's very responsive. There we go. Are we all hidden? We're all hidden. So we're going to... Spears pounce from one side. Spears pounce from another side. Horses will come from the rear. Axes will help the general. Axes will help the general. Yeah, we'll have the axes come over this side. Axes there. General there. Spears coming in. Spears on that side. We've got another general. He's more of a killing units kind of general, so he'll come from here perhaps. I've got to remember where all these people are here. Zoom into view the duel between the... Oh, you can zoom in, they still do duels. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Right, my horses.
The time has come.
will spring from either side. There we go. Right. I have to remember where's where now. So we'll try and get some close-up action if I can. Is it K? Or one of the buttons removes the heads-up display. I can't remember. I'll start getting all fancy with hotkeys when I've got my first couple of battles out of the way. Right. So General's there with the axeman. We've got Spear coming in from this side. We've got General coming to do some killing there. We've got the horses doing some killing this side. This side we've got more horses coming in, along with Spear on that side. Nobody's here though. Is there? No, nobody's there. I think we can probably do attack orders now, can we? No, we can't. Right, the initial charge is key. I'm quite nervous. I don't want to impose it just yet. Right, so what I want to just check. Generals have some ability. So withdraw. We can toggle run. That's with all units. Halt. Toggle group. Toggle guard mode. Toggle melee mode. Toggle formation mode. These are all staples of previous combats that I'll probably never use, or use them very sparingly. These are the buttons. The toggle mount on and off. Also, there's got no abilities at the moment, so we can get off our mount. Let's start the battle. Let's start the battle. Okay, here we go, folks. We're in. We're in. It's a blobby situation.
Now, the adults are fighting.
No, this is the guy I want you to fight. Come on, over here.
To attention! Destroy them!
Show no mercy.
Okay, so
it's your final battle, so make it count.
I will not rise to passionate insults!
Okay, we're chasing them off.
Battle is won.
What the hell?
You have proven your prowess as commander of your forces.
Okay, well that was quick. I mean, it's all in the ambush, of course. Let's continue to run him down. We might be able to capture him. It's a possibility.
Unleash fury.
The sensitivity is a little bit lacking. I need to turn the sensitivity up of the scrolling, I think. Mouse scrolling. In fact... controls? Where's the sensitivity? Camera? Rotation speed. I don't think it's necessarily rotation speed, but let's try that. Oh, it is rotation speed. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Right, excellent. How do you speed up again? Is it forward? There you go. I think you get experience for all of this as well, so I don't want to leave anybody alive, really. Just kind of mop up. Although mopping up is proving a very long and arduous affair here. Just a bit of mopping up here. Excellent. I see this is still a problem. This cat and mouse type situation. Right, anyway. A sampler battle only. There we go. Yes. We have successfully ambushed and defeated an opponent. Load the replay, save the replay. You know what? Should we save the replay and get into some close action? Can we watch the replay now? Battle 1. I wanna get in close. No, I think you could do it another time. Right. End battle. Decisive victory in 3 minutes flat. Did we lose any men? We lost. Looks like we lost three. We lost quite a few. We lost a fair few, actually.
From the roots to heaven.
You capture troops. We can ransom the troops off. We can seize the supplies, or we can recruit to boost our replenishment rate. I don't think they did because my general got snagged on their cavalry. Now I don't know how fast and slow replenishment is at the moment, and we can't replenish because we're in non-friendly territory right now. So we can recruit the bandits to boost in replenishment rate. Now it doesn't say for how many turns that's for. Always take the soldiers, really? +8 to loot. Or extra income. It adds amount. It adds an amount. What, flat? It's not over time. So this. So if we do this every time, we're going to get a more and more replenishment. What? For time infinitum. Can't be. More guys will join right then, rather than... Oh, I see. It's not replenishment rate, it's replenishment. So what? Oh, it's an instant 2% heal. Yes, yes, I'm getting it now. It's replenishment, not replenishment rate. Yes, okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, so this is... well, let's give it a blast. I mean, we've not lost that many men, to be fair. But we might be in combat again pretty soon. There's a village to take. So it's good to get as many men behind us as possible. So let's recruit them.
To action!
Did we capture...
Though I rise,
no.
my heart remains with the people.
Okay, mission success. The bandits seek their enemies and strike them down. Taste of victory. So we have got 30 loot. Faction wide. I don't know what this... What does 30 loot do? What does 30 loot look like? What is this 30 loot business? Because we've seen 30 loot, 6 loot. What does it do? What does it mean? Extra morale. Left click on your force. No, I want to... Isn't there a way to pin the screen? Okay. And now the game will give you missions to kind of... It's a tutorial basically, isn't it? Which is most welcome, of course. So we've got now we are deciding to descend from our mountain home. We've seen enough. We've been cooped up long enough. It's time for us to spread our wings, stretch our legs. We are now going to run rampant around these parts and just cause a bit of a scene. So with the regional forces defeated, the nearby Han settlement is now vulnerable. Why not seize it? Solidify your control over this territory and declare that any actions taken against you will have far-reaching consequences. So the game is asking us to conquer this village here, whatever the hell it is. It looks like a small little village. We will get support of the people for 3 terms, which is faction-wide support and extra public order. The people will be happy. They will be joyful. And we get some bonus experience as well.
Endure the scaling of a mountain to reach awesome views.
Let's have a look at this. So this was our glorious victory. Gives us experience. Thank you. Let's get rid of that. That's our mission. Rank gained. So we have gained a new rank. Maybe we can level up our skill tree. Let's have a look at that in a second. Ancillaries gained. We've gained a flying swallow and a coiled dragon. But these are titles. Have a general win 2 duels in 1 battle. So there was some dueling going on in that battle. That was far too quick for us to realise what was going on. But if we could watch the replay back, we could keep an eye out for that, couldn't we? We'll have to pause it and have a quick glance at that replay as our very first battle. See what we can see. But we've got titles. We'll have to look at the titles in a second and understand how they work. Friends. Well, there we go. We're friends with Udo now. We have fought twice in battle with him. So we're now friends. Battle friends. Taste of victory has been completed. As has that one as well. And we'll just keep that on. Just so that it reminds us of what's happening. Udo is our buddy. And rank gained for our leader. Let's take a look at him then, shall we?
Ben, do not break.
Yes, we got 2 points to use as a result of ranking up here. So let's have a look. Level 3. Now I don't know what we're doing or what path we're taking him down. I just know that he's probably going to be a fighting kind of guy. So if there's anything, so we can go this way. Redeployment cost. And extra replenishment. That's pretty handy. Cheaper redeployment cost. Again, that's probably to do with putting your army on the field, redeploying them on the field. That's, you know, cheaper to do that with it. So that's all looking like a kind of a good traits for a man that's going to be seeing a lot of combat, being picked up, dropped, and moved about a bit. Replenishing after combat, getting those gains, getting those people back. Seems like it's a good line. Campaign movement range also good, and an extra army available. That's also pretty good. So going down this way seems fruitful. Poison arrows, melee evasion, great for continuing to be that general sniper maybe. Extra armor if we're going up that way. Extra chance of being avoiding ambush and being an ambusher. That offsets his carelessness a little bit. And we've got less loot. Oh, a bit of gluttony. Greed turns to gluttony. Plus 10 loot when in enemy territory. Anybody still got any idea about loot? Extra loot. Accessories, followers, and or money. So with a higher loot stat, what, we just get more money and better chance of getting accessories? Is that what the stat's all about? Do we have like an overall loot stat, like a faction-wide loot stat? Got one reform on the go. We've got one assignment. We've got no administrators. 47 ancillaries. 1 out of 3 armies. 0 population. We have ranked up to be an outlaw, I believe. Oh, I can now spy because we've ranked up. So I think we've ranked up to an outlaw. Oh no, have we outlaw? Or is that our normal current rank? I think that might be our normal. I thought that might be the rank we started the game with, to be honest with you. Anyway, it says that we should get a spy slot there. Interesting. Okay. Where is this spy screen? Yeah, active spies. No. Oh, no spy candidates. We do have a spy slot. We just don't have a spy candidate. So who would be a spy candidate then? I think in this game, spies are actually people that have come from other courts, right? So it's like a proper spy system, right? Like, you know, treacherous dogs or people that have been banished that now have got a grudge against the... Is that how it works? I think that might be how it works, you know. Right, okay. Let's, what's quick save? F5? Quick save? No. We need a quick save button. We can't be doing this every time. LP1A. What is this quick save button? F6? F5? Maybe we can't save it because we've got this going on. I don't know. But yeah, well, we'll have to figure out what the if you know this. Control S. Really? Haha! Thank you, Baz. Thank you, Baz, very much. Okay, so we are
Bend, do not break.
supposed to be leveling him up, aren't we? Alt F4. JC now. You evil person. Right, endurance. So this is going the other way around. We've already got endurance, right? Now this is... Oh, this gives us an ability. Scare. Reduces nearby enemy morale. Does not stack. Extra instinct. Enables scare. It's an ability. I think I like the thought of having an extra ability. Enables encourage. So that's a morale bonus to nearby allies. I don't know if I've got the mod for the general abilities mod. Sculptor, does that affect any of these skill trees to unlock these abilities, or is this base game stuff? Just out of interest. Patience. Running speed. Right, I think we're going to go with this one. Extra replenishment and cheaper redeployment cost. And then I think we're going to get scare. Can we do that? Oh. Reset if we've done it wrong? Yes, we do. Right, that's fine.
Justice cannot be denied.
So we should have a new ability. To scare people. To reduce enemy morale. Can't say it. Yep. Less attrition. Fatigue resistance. We've got that from base. We've got the extra charge bonus. And we've also now got this extra replenishment stuff. Good. We're not in any friendly territory, so we can't replenish. So we're going to go into the next battle with a slight reduction of troops, but it's fine. So taking on that replenishment option, I can see you now why you're saying it, especially when you're campaigning outside of your friendly territory. But padding those numbers up is very, very good prospect. No, everybody's got a skill tree. If we bring up the character screen, they've all got their own skill trees. Every single one. Even my wife's got one. Check under military. What am I checking for again? Oh, look at this. We've got loot gain. Yes, I control the skill trees, yes. There will be another assault before the end of the stream, don't worry. There might be 2 more battles left in this stream. Yeah, we're going proper, you know, bandit style here. Just smash everything in sight. Smash and grab. We're chargers. Shock and awe. In. Bush. Bash. Gone. Leave a flame of glory behind us. I don't know what the end goal is of this game. Actually, I don't know the process. I don't know what the end goal is. Like, you know, 50 settlements or whatever. What is the end goal? Satisfaction low. We've got low satisfaction across as a general consensus. Arrive, raid, hell, leave. Don't know.
Stand as tall as a tree, united as a forest.
Become emperor, and to achieve that you can conquer the map. Total bandit domination. just take everything. That's the goal. Right, okay. We'll take everything. Just take every little thing that we possibly can. Okay, so it wants us to start besieging a settlement. It's a bit of a tutorial-y thing. It's just giving us a heads up as to what to...
Towards peace.
I don't want to really do that. Oh, it's the right button to do the swiping, not the left button. Okay, that's fine.
Serve integrity.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Left click to inspect.
Remain supple.
There we go. That was a bloody hellfire. Can't get my bearings here.
Focus your rage.
Okay. we've just gone straight in. Poof. Now they've got forces too. Garrison forces. G militia, archer militia, G militia. Now G militia, are they? They're halberd infantry. Don't know if they're good against cavalry. Okay, so we can't let them brace. If they brace, they're gonna counter the charge. So we have to charge them from the rear, basically, with these G militia. Gotta be very careful with them. And these guys are spear. No, these are halberd as well. He's got encourage. Okay, that's fine. So we're going into Combat Mark 2. So let's quick save it. See what happens with that. Toggle comparison mode. What do I have to do? Once you complete a battle, no matter how it goes, you're quick saving and saving replay, correct? What do you mean? Eventually the campaign culminates in the surviving factions head-to-head for the title of Emperor. Never got that far, but I understand that the AI does a good job of surrendering. You will surrender. Right, so we're predicted to get medium casualties here. We've got the same amount of troops, rather strangely, but we have the better superior quality here. So this is Swordland's troops. Here, Rumberg's troops. Right, very good. I did pay attention to the general's abilities last time, and there wasn't any available. But we've unlocked something, so maybe it'll show now. Scare. We've unlocked Scare, right? So maybe he'll have Scare available. But I don't know if that's a mod or if that's the base game. Oh, I'm going to save it after battle. Oh, I won't be reloading anything, but I'll be saving it often. Right, okay. Shall we dive in? Shall we dive in? We're diving in. If you're worried about me reloading stuff, I don't reload battles that go horribly wrong. We live with it. We live with it. Right, so we've got the same army makeup. We've got our leader, Zhang Yan, and his buddy now, Yudu, besieging Yanmen in Fanzi, because we want food, and we want wood, and we want everything. So we're going to take it by force.
If we are bold and strong, victory will be ours.
Yudu doesn't look convinced. Look at his face.
Bring your fury. We will surely need it.
Okay.
Our only option is victory. See it done.
Okay. Perfect. So, tree up the lads. Tree them up. Come on. Their victory is assured. Right, now
Take time to consider your troops' deployment before ordering them to rush into combat.
Okay. This is some backwater village. But they do have towers, and towers apparently are pretty deadly. Pretty deadly. And you can see the range, and you can see the overlap. It looks pretty bad. Oh no. Towers everywhere. Now, you can capture the towers by running into them. Some towers face forward, some towers face... so this tower is going forwards, right? This tower... I'm trying to understand the range here. There. This tower... There.
Plan your strategy for the upcoming
I
battle.
am, love!
Examine your army
Bloody hell.
composition, terrain, and weather conditions for the best advantage.
I'm doing my best. Right, so apparently this is not a this is a capture point, but because the city's not got walls, it doesn't act like a traditional capture point. I think you still have to kill everybody. It's only if there's a wall present that it... That's, again, in the guide I was watching, whether they've changed that in patches. This guide was 2 years ago, so it might not be the most patched version. But anyway, I think we just need to rush in, capture a couple of towers, so that we don't get shot to bits, and then just march in and meet them in the middle of the streets. Use our superior quality, hopefully. Now, the good thing about being in the trees is when the army deploy, they won't know where we've deployed, so they won't see us, so they won't
Victory in battle is achieved by routing or destroying all enemies.
put all their troops
Break
there.
their morale to seize victory.
So what we could do, which is a little cheeky tactic, but it's not beyond the realms of real life possibility, is if you take one troop member. So we've got guerrilla deployment as well, which means we can deploy outside of our range. I think you can deploy up to there. It's a little bit outside, but I don't think we need to do that. So yeah, we could be a little bit cheeky, and we could put everybody hidden apart from one unit, and have that unit be bait, so that the AI deploys all their troops to face that one unit that they can see. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. Seems a bit cheeky. If we deploy everybody hidden, I think they'll just be normal.
Stand ready.
Right, where are we?
Take heed, warrior.
We're in the trees here.
Ready.
Are you not hidden? Right, we're all hidden now. Right. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 towers with our generals. Hopefully our generals won't die. Take the 2, because they are quickest, you see. So, and they've got, I think they've got decent health. 44 melee toughness. What's range toughness? 30, 43. Probably the best place to do it. Take them both together, maybe in loose formation. Is it possible for loose formation?
Ready.
No. Capture a couple of towers. If we capture these 2 and come in kind of this way, we can avoid that tower. That tower will be taken out, so I think we'll do that, and then we'll just walk in. But I'm just trying to we'll just figure out where to deploy. I think if we deploy, do you know what? I'm going to try this tactic. I'm just going to try it one fight and see how bad. If they put their entire army to face one unit, that's a bit unrealistic, so I won't do that. But they might just put a few, not everyone. So let's have a look. Let's get our set of horses actually. Set of horses. Completely opposite end of the scale here. I'm going to put them in the open there. Everybody else is hidden, and then we're going to start the combat. So how much of their men do they put over here? Can we see? I don't think we can see. Where are they? Got villagers walking about. I can hear a hooty tooty of a thingy. I can hear the rootin' tootin'. Let's group the generals together. Let's get them in loose formation. Oh no, that's not that's the formation button. Can we do that? I don't think they can do loose formation from here, can they not? Oh, maybe not. Right, okay then.
March quickly!
Go.
Right. So this is not romance mode, so how strong the generals are in capturing towers on their own is now going to remain to be seen. Hopefully not too much.
Ready! Our general needs our aid!
Oh, shoot. That's pretty bad. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh boy, that is pretty bad. Okay.
Lander ready! Move out quickly!
Take heed, warriors!
Come on, get in. Get in. Right, we've got the tower. Oh, this tower is looking straight up there. Okay, so now we've got it covered now. That tower's going up kind of there. So we need to come up here-ish with our men. Right, how do you do the drawing thing? Oh, there we go. Look at that. And you can walk if you don't mind. There's no bloody rush here. Don't waste your energy, thank you. Okay, so the general unit is a little bit more flimsy, it seems, in this, which, as you would imagine, it's not the romance mode, so they're not. They've got a bodyguard unit. I think the general that I saw before, they just had one general. Just the one guy running around on the field. It just looked really odd. Right, so these guys are just ambling in. And we have no... Oh, here they are! Halberd Militia. I think they have seen the general. Well, we've got charge bonus capabilities here. These towers don't fire into the city, thankfully, so we're good now. So let's have a look at our general. Does he have the scare ability now? Where's his ability gone? I think scare might... I don't know, is scare... not seeing anything. Do we know where these abilities are supposed to be? Are these archers? Threat high. Right. Well, we've got a good charge bonus, so let's get stuck in.
Winning one battle is not the same as winning the war. You may need to consider the aftermath by conserving units and minimizing damage to the settlement during the battle.
Okay, I just wanted to test the power of the charge and how many men we were going to lose, and we lost quite a few here, so... 96, 96, we've got men, we've got generals units still in the... Okay, yeah. Just assessing the strength of the general units here. Okay. Oh, we're just a little bit in the line of fire here. Let's start getting men in, shall we? Go! Here we go, down the hill. Whoa, 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 whoa! We've got bow troops.
Look, the enemy run! Craven! Go, no mercy! Take heed, warriors! Stand ready! Run!
In the general round.
Take heed, warriors! Stand
This is the administrative center of the settlement. If you can hold it for long enough, you will be victorious.
My generals are suffering. Right, horses against archers should be a done deal, hopefully. Tossing them in the air.
Yes, yes. Good.
To attention! Move out quickly!
The stamina of your soldiers is not without limits. As your troops move and fight, they will tire, affecting their performance in battle.
I know, man, I know.
Stand ready!
What is my leader doing right there?
The time has come! Prepare! Go, go, go!
Double time.
Attend! At the ready! Destroy them! Do not relent!
Send in the axes.
Steel yourselves!
Just like that.
Hurry, move! Make ready! Attack! Ready! Look! The enemy run! Craven! Charge! Make ready! Kill them! Prepare! Fight!
Who are these? The Axemen going in again.
Unleash fury!
Okay, so we have routed all the
In
units,
my estimation.
but the general's bodyguards took a little bit of casualties there. Yeah, I didn't want to take the horses through the other side because I didn't want to expose them to arrow fire. I think we had that under control for the most part. We could have pincered them in, I suppose, but I don't know how many horses we'd have lost to that arrow fire.
The time has come! Show no mercy!
I think we're pretty much done. We're just going to mop up a few soldiers here. I don't know if it makes a difference actually. Let's get out of here. Let's not open ourselves up to the fire of the towers. Right, claim victory. There we go. Victory number 2, decisive in nature. We have captured our first settlement. And we will be replenishing, of course, I think. Victory!
From the roots to heaven.
We have gained 60 copper pieces, and we are going to either have a choice now. We can either occupy, loot and occupy, and sack and withdraw. We're going to occupy here. A little bit of population decrease. We get faction support. We get extra loot. I think I read that these two options really shouldn't pick at all, but you know, for example, you could, it takes down your settlement level for a start, which is not a very good thing, unless you were purposely trying to loot and pillage your way through, but apparently it's cheaper to do it manually anyway, or you get more out of it if you do it manually, as in selling the buildings, demolishing the buildings, downgrading the settlement manually rather than picking this option. So anyway, but we want this occupied. This is a part of our commandery, so let's occupy it.
They will thank us for this.
Get support of the people. Capture the settlement. And now we get extra experience. With this commandery under our control, the things we can do, we can emerge from the shadows of our mountain hideouts and stand toe to toe with any warlord who dares face us. Okay, so that's more experience. And now we have a new mission. Construct or upgrade a building in Yanmen. Your economy grows. We get a minus 20% construction cost and minus 1 construction time. Okay, so it's something to do with my load order or the mods that I've got that aren't working or talking to each other. Is that what we're saying? I wonder if I've activated the mods in the mod manager. I activated them this morning, so there should be. It should have saved. Sure, I activated them. I'll have a play around after the session. I definitely activated them because I remember doing. I was doing the order and doing all of that, ticking them as green on the mod manager. So, for 3 turns we get cheaper construction cost and construction time if we construct or upgrade a building in Yanmen. So they want us to build here rather than necessarily our capital. So let's take a look and see what we want to do, because we might not want to trigger that yet, because that gives you 3 turns of cheaper construction and of construction time. So if we're not ready to construct anything because, for example, we can't afford to, then perhaps we might want to not build something in here to trigger that just yet. We'll see. Oh, Yanmen is the whole province. There's a whole commandery, not the town. Oh, the Fanzi is the name of the individual county. So if we build anywhere here, it's going to trigger the bonus. Right, okay. Okay, I see. Oh, Yingwen is the name of the town, so we have to build it in our capital. Right, okay. So we build an upgrade or a building in our capital, and we get that bonus. Okay. So the question is, should we do it now? Let's have a look. So what can we build here? So this is a building that we have no knowledge of. I don't want to. What are you trying to force me to do? You're trying to force me to put an underling in. What are you doing? I don't want to do that. Go away. Right, okay. Right. So we don't want to downgrade that. We've got this Black Mountain lair. We don't want to. We could upgrade that for 2,000. We've got 2,600 here. We've got a spare building slot there, and this. So if we convert this, we convert it into a lumber forest. We could tear it down, I think. Could we tear this down and put something else here? This is like a lumber place, isn't it? Bandit Camp Lumber. If we change it to our Pine Lumber Yard. We've now got diplomacy open, which we didn't have before also. So let's take a look at what we're doing here. Let's take a wee peek. So we've got lots of things happening here. Let's go down the list of options first. So we'll consider if we're going to construct or we're going to build in a moment. We've got establishing order. That's my experience. That's my experience. Mission success. Support from the people. We have secured the entire commandery. Okay. Right, Zhang Yan has ranked up again. So we'll do that in a second. And you do, we know that from before, you do's becoming good friends with our establish our power, Zhang Yan, that's fine. So that's the second mission, good, right. So, oh, there you go.
This is one of your armies, used to attack enemy armies, conquer settlements, and defend your own territories. Guide them well, and China will be yours.
Hang on. I think our army is... Oh, it's still there. It's in the field, isn't it? Oh, no, he's not in the field anymore. He's in the settlement. He's garrisoning the settlement. Oh, I see.
Those that serve your cause gain experience over time. Encourage this growth and guide their development.
Okay, so we are here. We got Scare, right? It's just that it's not showing on the thingy. Did I not apply the level up? Oh. I might not have done. You have to click apply, do you? Then I definitely didn't do it. No wonder we didn't have bloody Scare. Right, okay, that makes a bit of sense. Consideration. Resolve is our base stat. Extra reinforcement range. And also encourage. I think that will go for that. Right. Let's apply that this time. Let's apply that and see if we get the abilities show up in combat this time, right? Does that make a difference to what you were explaining though, Empress Ephraim? Should we still get other abilities with the mod? Or is it just these ones? Anyway. What about you, do? He's not leveled up, has he? Where's his level up bar? He's miles away. Okay. So we are replenishing at 11%. So it's 2 turns to be fully replenished, 4 turns there. There's ways to boost your replenishment rate, such as having a surplus of food, for example. I'm sure is one reason. But right, okay. So what's this also? We've got now the whole province. Public order.
A commandery consists of a capital and its surrounding counties. The capital is the center of administration, and the counties make use of the local resources.
Okay. Thanks very much. Thank you. Very good, very good.
A warlord must be skilled in politics if their faction is to thrive. Maintain stability amongst your generals and court nobles by keeping them satisfied or banishing dissenters that threaten your rule.
Okay. So underling, I still don't think we need one. I'm just thinking of our income isn't marvellous, and an extra 250 upkeep just would be quite a sting in the tail. So I think we have to hang fire with that. The game is asking us to do something here. Adoption, marriage, gifts.
A warlord
We've got no additional members of the family. I think it's asking us to click on this, isn't it? And pick somebody. Basically is what the game is, I think, wanting there. Which we're going to pass on for now. Right, diplomacy is now
Diplomacy
open.
provides you with more tools to help further your cause when dealing with other factions.
Okay, so we've got a Yellow Turban Rebellion settlement underneath us. We have Liu Yu to the east, who looks to be the game info delay. There you go, we don't want that on. Thanks very much. Thank you. I think I can take it from here. So let's get zoomed in. So we've taken this land here. Faction support plus 35. Okay. Not a clue. So who's this fella? This Ludu. Expecting him. Let's have a look. Poor, equal, defiant. He's in yellow. I don't know if he's a yellow turban guy. I don't think he. This is Yellow Turban Rebellion. No, this is actually a person. This is actually a person. Right, okay. So in the diplomacy screen, I think you can do a quick deal. And I think what quick deal does is quick deal brings up everything that you can possibly do. So if you can't do something, it doesn't show you. So I think it's a nice way just to be able to see what you can do. So they want us to do a deal with Liu Du. Negotiate. What do you want? Sign deal, negotiate deal. What deal? Non-aggression pact? The Yellow Turban faction is led by actual people, but Liu Du is not one of them. Okay. So I think it depends on what strategy we're after, because we don't want to be making deals with people that we are going to be crushing, because we're going to suffer treachery, untrustworthiness. So I suppose we've got to be careful here. Now, trade agreement could be top of the agenda when it comes to diplomacy. But let's have a look.
To begin with, your diplomatic dealings with other warlords will be limited. But as you grow in power, you will be taken more seriously, and more options will become open to you.
So they are rich in food but poor in money. Can we have a trade agreement with them? Oh, we could. Trade agreement with the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Military access, non-aggression pact and peace. I don't think... Would this be worth anything? Oh no. Trade agreement with only with him. Is that right? I don't flip it now. Yeah, so you can only trade with him, military access with him, non-aggression pact with him, peace with only him. Is that what the game's telling me? So if we click on a person and negotiate,
Come, let us talk.
we can't negotiate with them for anything, it seems, here, apart from declare war on them. Okay, that's fine. So with this guy,
clarity and truth shall guide us.
we can do a trade and oh, hang on. So we can do declare war on him. We can offer mercenary assistance to him. Mercenary assistance. Offer your assistance in an ongoing war for a limited time, granting you access to their lands and shared line of sight. Oh, that's interesting. Is that because we're a bandit? You can gift land to your employer for an increased price. Request a mercenary turn against their contractor. I think these might be faction specific, you know. Faction mechanic, yeah. So I suppose what we need to determine is where are we expanding. I think if we expand kind of down this way, we want the Han Empire stuff, don't we? Ideally, but then we'd have to come round, I think, unless we can come down this way, maybe. Take what's this? Xinjiang, Jing. Gu Pass. Oh, get behind that stupid screen for a second. So Dongjaw is only peace.
Your very presence pollutes the
Han
air.
Empire can't negotiate. So it's just this guy, Liu Yu.
Choose your words wisely.
There we go.
Floor
Yeah.
is open.
So we can request payment from him. For, obviously, you have to give him something in return. We could make payment, request regular payment, make regular payment, request food trade. We're a bit short on food. Could get some food from him. I think we'll get food soon enough, though. We could trade ancillaries with him. So because it's the first turn, if he's not got any equipped, we might be able to trade some stuff. Yeah, look, we can trade followers because he's not equipped them yet, you see. Oh, this allows loose formation. And that's a guard. Satisfaction and instinct. Wow, look at that. 5.4 opinion to take 2. We'd have to give him something that's worth. There's going to be a lot of stuff to give him. I don't think being. I don't think a payment's going to do much here. It's just out of interest. 2,000, 52,000. It's a bit much. 2,000. Oh, 5.7. Because he's poor monetarily, so a lump sum cash is going to go down pretty well with him. Oh, interesting. So, non-aggression pact, military access. We can trade goods, trade food, or trade territory, or just get a trade agreement. The regular factions can hire you to help in their conflict. Right, okay. I don't know which way I'm going to expand, to be fair. I think down here... There is land to the east, though. I don't think we can... Can I view the launcher from here? No, I don't think so. Just testing if I could do the launcher. Right. Decisions. What's that? Have we got an opinion of him? This is strength. There's our opinion. Neutral. I'll be back in a second. Okay, right. Do you know what? Just so that we experience some trade mechanics. This Liu Yu person, who's actually got a level. It's level 3 places. This actually, it's not just level 2. So his garrison here will be a little bit bigger as well. But this is a diplomacy screen, so let's negotiate with him.
How can we help each other?
Let's go for a trade deal. Excuse me. So it's a positive deal in our in our well. He views it as positive, so we can get something for this. I think not a great deal. He's poor, so money might be an issue. How about if we get a couple of food, maybe? Ooh, that's not happening, is it? That's for 10 turns. Well, bloody hell! That's a bit optimistic, wasn't it? Right, let's try something. Let's try something else, shall we? About make regular payment. No. Request regular payment. That's barely worth it. Okay. Not even a payment. We're not getting anything out of this, are we? Okay. How about a regular $50 payment? Nothing. I think one might be the lowest. Right. Okay. What about if we add a non-aggression pact in there? Oh, no, he don't like that. No. Okay. Alright. So just trade it is. Just trade it is. But it opens, it gets us a little bit of extra coin per turn, and hopefully secures us on our eastern border not to be attacked, because we've got friendly terms with him. He's probably not going to own all of this land, but at least he's a bit of a buffer. He's a little tiny bit of a buffer here. So let's get it done. Proposed deal. Deal signed.
Terms are acceptable.
Terms acceptable. We have got ourselves a trade partner. Right, there we go. So we need our next plan of action here. This is a town. Level 2 town down there. Yeah, so we... Oh, what's this? Wars. Let's go back to the diplomacy screen. Does this you guy have a bio in the character section of the court screen? I don't... Can we click on him or see anything about him? There's a biography mod which I didn't install. I didn't install that mod, but it does give you a biography of all the different people. Defiant. Don't know if you can see much else about him. In court, there's a... Oh, I know what you mean.
As they fight side by side, your generals' bonds will deepen as friends or rivals, affecting their satisfaction in your service. Be watchful of their relationships and their character.
Quiet. Right, so this is Liu Yu, prosperous trader, past loyalties. He's always been part of his own faction. He's a commander. He's a proper character because he's got 30 points of stats increase. He's sincere, modest and fraternal. There we go. We've got a bit of his, got some of his abilities there. There we go. So that's who we have negotiated some trade with. Takes us up to 850 per turn. So I suppose our next things to decide is, one, where are we going to go next? That's what we're going to decide. And also, what building are we going to build? And when are we going to build it? So apparently, I don't know whether or not it's kind of in fitting with our strategies or not at the moment, but apparently it might not be the same for... Might not be the same for us. But one of these buildings is... I'm sure one of these buildings was either not free, but had free upkeep or something. Was it that? A tribute hall. Increase income from tributaries, 8 post-battle. No, that cost 1,000, that cost 2,000. It might have been in the Han Empire only, but I'm sure one of them he recommended was a free thing. But anyway, again, I don't... Can't remember. But the buildings all... greens. Greens are good for land. What's land development? Grain storage. It's only 600. Increase reserve storage capacity plus 2 to public order. 25 reserve capacity. And it cheapens the construction cost of military buildings. So the different coloured buildings synergize with each other in the city. They are locked because we need to get a certain town level. So small city. So all we can build at the moment is the tribute hall. And that's it. No slots available. What do you mean there are no slots available? There's a slot right here. There are no slots available. What does that mean? Oh, there's an inn there. Oh, land develop. Oh, I'm seeing. Sorry. I thought that. You know what? I thought that was the title of the thing. Oh. It's actually a building. Black Mountain Hideout. There we go. Okay. Apologies. I thought that. You know the top one there, like inn. I thought that was like the title of the. It's a bloody building. So land. Yeah, we can get land development. We can get an inn. We can get bandits, and we can get a tribute hall. This bandit camp lumber we need to change as well. Let me take a look at this. So it's 300 to convert this into something usable. I can't see any reason why we wouldn't do that. So we'll give that a blast. Convert that. And then the only other alternative solution is to destroy that and build something else there. But I don't know if we could build anything else in this camp. We could build that apparently. Maybe. Black Mountain Hideout. We've already got that there, so no. This can only ever be a lumbery place. So we'll get that converted. That costs 300. I don't know if that's going to be enough to trigger our mission success. Korean pot stickers. Yes, my dinner, sorry you asked what it was earlier, is shepherd's pie. Good old shepherd's pie. Right. Okay. Oh, hang on. Because I'm converting, does that mean I can't build anything now? That arrow's gone away. Yes, it's classed as a construction limit. Yeah. Converting that is now stopping us from building anything else. Interesting. Okay. So it's a capped limit on construction there. That's good to know. Okay. Diplomacy's done. Reforms is happening.
True ambition is not to match the great deeds of the past, but to build upon them. Reforms create fresh practices.
So, where's this? Not that we really need it. I think that's there. I think that's that rebel. I think that's there, isn't it? Not there. I don't know how accurate this map is. I think it's there, near enough. Right. So... Oh, just zoom in. We need to figure out what we're going to do. So I think... So I reckon...
Resist corruption and endure hardships.
Let's have a look. Click on our army. Do we pad our army out? I don't think you can. There was on the deployment, on the reform thing. Where do we go next? Kind of, it was either down here, or it's here, or we just take the yellow turban rebellion out. Now, we do have the option that we can speak with the yellow turban rebellion, but to be honest with you, I'd just rather take the land. Call me old-fashioned, but I just think we should just roll up here and just take it. This is Chang Sang, Zong San, and this is Zong San Lunu. So it's a two province, it's a 2-county commandery, if you want to call it that. So we could take these two next. We've got a bit of protection there. We can see who's here, see what's going on here. I think Yellow Turban and then Han Empire should be... It might be the named Yellow Turban. Yeah, it could be. Because he's in yellow, so maybe he's a Yellow Turban commander, perhaps. Not sure. The Coalition, Hung Shao, Liu Yang. Yeah. Now that I've actually played the game myself, and obviously I'm very, very, very early into it, so I've not got a clue. Further videos this evening, but rather than the tutorial videos that I've been watching that's very slow, I'm going to actually watch somebody doing a playthrough now, I think. Get some of the strategies and stuff. See what people get up to. Yeah, I'm thinking down here and then across to here is our next port of call. Can I use them as a spy? So this is the thing. Again, spying. You've got assignments. We've got somebody out on assignment.
Members of your court can be sent on a...
For spying, I don't know. We can't. I don't think it works like that. We should bring on another. We should bring on another general. I thought they come. I thought they get allocated to you, don't they, in events, or do they not? Or we can capture them in combat if we're fortunate enough. You hire them from court, do you? I thought you had to...
Your family is the base of your power.
Candidates?
Take care of your generals by guiding their progression.
There's no candidates. Into the army screen. What army screen? This screen? What are we doing? Oh, this is our stance, by the way. Yeah, random guy comes. I've seen that happen. Bear with me. That's the yellow that's... Oh, Liu P. Is that the same guy? Oh, it's a different guy. Oh, this is just a random guy. Nothing to worry about. Okay. So I'm debating what to do with my army because I'm just thinking of the finances. If we bring it, we could recruit. Can we
sprout ever upwards to heaven?
So look, he can open. We can change our stance. Move selected retinue outside the force. Recall the selected retinue. Swap retinue. Open character details. Or what's that? Commanding general. Is that okay? How do we? There. You will be able to recruit units next turn. We need to end the turn. I see. Recruit there. Yeah, I think we need to take it quite quickly. And I think we can take it with the troops that we've got. And I don't think it's like in other Total War games where if you don't have anybody in your settlements, they go absolutely barmy. So I think we just need to move. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on trucking. Take the full army out. It's. I'm not going to take it. Can we take it as far? Have we got any movement left? We've got no movement, but I think we can leave the garrison.
China is people's.
No matter how devoted your soldiers are, Rest is needed between marches.
Oh, be quiet.
Try to manage your army's movements so they can rest in safe locations.
He's resting perfectly fine. He can rest when he's dead. Right.
Reject corruption.
So we're getting the... Oh, we'll probably... Yeah, we lose 2% of replenishment because we're not in the city. Which is probably a slight mistake on my part. I should have left him back inside. We can go back inside, though.
Home gladdens the heart.
There we go. We can go back inside. Get the extra 2% replenishment. That could be the difference between life and death. Right, stance march, stance ambush, stance raiding. Generates loot. Focus on plundering the local region, increasing the amount of loot gained per turn. We can encamp, set up a defensive camp. Sharing the spoils. 200% food from banditry. Income from banditry. So... Okay. I mean, is there a tactic there with stances? If your army's just stood around in a region? Because sharing the spoils is local to the commandery that you stood in. So extra reserves, extra food from banditry, extra income from banditry. If you're in a sharing the spoils kind of stance. So this is March, 50% campaign movement, but you can't initiate battle that turn. Can't recruit or replenish. Fatigue in battle. Locked to below tired. Right, so I think we need to replenish this turn. I think we've done everything now. We've not even hit the end turn yet, and we're only about 3 hours into the stream. Yeah, cool. Right, okay. Well then, I think we are ready. Unless anybody's got anything to tell me that I've forgotten to do. We've done the court. We're not going to do an underling. Oh, we didn't do my wife. No, hang on. That was not what it sounded like. Our wife was supposed to be assigned to the commandery here as an administrator. We were going to do that, weren't we? Because it offers, she gets the bonus for cheaper construction cost. So maybe I need to cancel that construction. That costs 300. Bring her in. It's 250 salary, which is a little bit, but I think we're going to start constructing now. So let's confirm that. So my wife, oh look at that, we get a bit more vision. My wife is now the administrator. So if we go to this screen now, oh, it's an underling. So an underling is an administrator. Ah, okay, I see. It's just a different term because we're a bandit faction. So until she gets to rank 4, she will have no desire to rank up any further. She's quite happy in her position. 10% income from all sources from this commandery. Less corruption. More corruption in adjacent commanderies. And 18% cheaper construction cost as well in this commandery that she's administrator for. So that will decrease our income per turn because of the salary, but hopefully she'll save us some cash. So this isn't discounted. It's not classed as a construction cost apparently. More corruption to enemy commanderies. Right now they are enemy commanderies. Yes, and even poor old Liu as well. I wonder if it's owned commanderies. Not sure. It says neighbouring though, doesn't it? So if your neighbours are the enemy, perfect. That's it. Good. So we've put her into position now. Undercover network, we have no active spies. Records are fine. Reforms we're on with. Court is done. So yeah, the only other thing was, do we want to...
Sprout ever upwards to heaven.
I want to bring Huan Long into the army at some point. Oh, we can release him from service from here. Kind of want to bring him into the army, but I think it's going to be expensive. Oh, okay. So Lu Dai. Liu Yu. I think we'll stick with what we've got. Let's end the turn. I think we're done. I think we're done. Yeah, administrator appointed. Thank you. Building work done. Administrator appointed. We've expanded our horizons. We've had a couple of battles. We're turning our attention to the yellow turbans. We've got the trade. I think we're happy. I think we're happy. Let's go. Ooh, we've ended our first turn. Bloody hell. A lot of people.
Your faction not only consists of settlements and armies, but your policies, reforms, and family affairs. All contribute to your rule and deserve consideration.
Oh. Look at this, we can see his lands now. It's a good job we were deciding to be friendly with this guy, because he's got 3 bloody areas. I mean, mind you, it doesn't mean he's necessarily got a big army for those areas. We can't see any troops right now, but he's got three areas there, so, you know. We shall be friendly for now. We don't have our eyes on your lands, don't be silly. I was going to give you that impression. Right, so public order here. We've got 5 food. Food is rising in this commandery, so I can't... the commandery's got -4 public order. But we've plateaued now, so we're fine. Public order is fine. Slightly negative, but overall we're not going to lose any more. Might even turn to positive. Faction support will probably swing. Population is increasing. Food reserves is increasing. Got taste of victory still. We've got support from the people. We've gained a feather fan, so we've got some ancillaries that we've gained here, so we should probably take a look at those. Buildings. We've switched the bandit camp. And now, actually, it has a second slot, does that place, which is interesting. So we could upgrade, could construct a new building here in our capital, or we can construct a new building there. See you later, Ollie. So I think what we need to do is let's have a look at some buildings here. So, land development is a focus on peasantry income. It's cheaper now because of my wife's affairs. So we can get population growth, we can get extra food production, we can get 70 income from peasantry, and military buildings cheaper. That's land development. We've got an inn, which is just flat income from commerce, income percentage increase from commerce, agricultural building construction cost. Bit of synergy there. Or a tribute hall, which is just post-battle loot income, negative 10% construction cost. 5% diplomatic income from tributaries. I do like the sound of land development. Extra population growth, food production, income from peasantry. Not the greatest of incomes, peasantry income, but hey, it's better than nothing. And on here, we can look at putting something else. It's quite expensive though, isn't it? What is it? 1,148. Let's get it. Let's have a blast. Let's have a blast of it. I think we'll do it 2 turns. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Give us that extra bit of food production. Also, food production goes up with assignments. Of course, that's what we got him on. Banditry provides for it. This new building that we're building here in 2 turns time will maybe provide for it too. Okay, so we've got a food surplus, so we can actually start using that to trade with people. Non-aggression pacts and military access are all we can have right now, but oh, hang on, we can see. Oh, we can just about see now. This Zhang lady who we were talking about at the start of the campaign, she's here. She's here. Right there, interesting. So let's have a look at her. We can't trade with her yet, it seems. Or can we? What are we doing here? Let's go to full negotiate.
We have much to discuss.
Oh, we can. So we can't trade with her because we're already trading with him, and you only get like a certain amount of trade slots, I think. So that's what I'm thinking. You know, has she taken the settlement? Yeah, she has, because that was Han. Oh, she has. Yeah, she has indeed. You're right. She's taken this one. Yeah. Interesting. So we can't really get much from her at the moment. She has got very poor food, but she's got some cash. So I wonder if we, for example, was to trade a little bit of food with her. Request food trade. Offer food trade. So if I offer to trade my food, not 5 of it, maybe 2 food. So we've got a surplus of 5 food at the moment. So if we give her 2 food, that's a opinion of 2, and we maybe lock her into a regular payments, maybe. So that's 73 gold for 10 turns. That's 730. 730. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, ancillaries are about 5, aren't they? So that's not going to happen. And that's plus if people have tended to equip them now after the first turn. So, yeah. 730 for a little bit of food, which we've got a surplus. That stops her, hopefully, from doing anything treacherous. Or if she does, she suffers a penalty because we're trading for 10 turns now. So, infamy, inferior, bandit queen. We'll check out her character sheet in a second. But we'll propose this deal. We'll do a bit of
bountiful harvest requires patience.
Bit of food trading. It's yeah. So it takes it down to 3, which is fine. 10 turns worth. Gives us a bit of coin. Nothing spectacular, but I thought we'll just have a bit of a try of that and see. Get to play a bit of food politics. Right. So that's that sorted. So she's got that covered, which is interesting. We've started building. That's good. Excellent. Negotiate diplomacy. We're happy with the diplomacy for the time being. No more diplomacy to do that we need to do. I don't think so. Quite happy.
How can we help each other?
Trade territories. Now we've got everything we can get out of these people. So, right, next port of call then. Better quick sticks.
Your armies are composed of generals and their retinues. A retinue is made up to 6 units. And once a general is recruited, these loyal followers will follow them into battle, in service of your cause.
Excellent. Right, we can let them muster for another turn at least.
Check that your army is well stocked with supplies before they embark on a long march or enter enemy territory. If they run out, your troops will start deserting or even dying.
We've got 92 loot here, which seems like a decent amount of loot. Oh, loot loss factors. Oh. So the loot thing is basically what's keeping my men with me. So if we lose loot or we go down to negative loot, we'll suffer attrition via desertion. So it's an alternative system for the camping supply situation. Is that right? It is a bit, isn't it? Bloody hell. So loot keeps us men together. No loot, goodbye.
In autumn's ending, we are reminded of new starts.
So this is how you do it. Right, these people have got negative satisfaction right now. Wang Dang. Lack of purpose. That's the thing that I was talking about, this lack of purpose thing. Because they're not doing anything, they start to get a bit antsy. So we need to start putting people to use. And if they are not being put to use, then we could really be chopping them off. But Huang Long, this is the recruitment cost. So for deploying him together with his retinue, which is 2 horses of course, it's going to cost us 1125 plus an extra 400 upkeep per turn. That is one hell of a cost for 3 units. And I don't think we need them right now. Not when we're just taking like these little piddly places at the moment. I just don't think it's sustainable. So what we'll do instead is we shall blunder onwards. Take this next turn. And even like recruiting extra units here. They start with 30. Oh no, they don't start with 30. They start with an X amount and then they have to replenish over time. So there's no point of getting any now. It's a bit late. So Zongstan is the... Let's get this right. Is the province name, and then the town is underneath it. Yeah. Right, I think we're good. Oh, this is a war declaration. Oh, we're not at war against this faction yet. Oh, hang on. There's no more yellow turban areas in this vicinity, is there? It's fine. We're fine. So, when it comes to spying, like in the old Total Wars, you could send spies out to see the wider map. Is there an opportunity to do that in this game or not? How do we see for... Because I know there's no agents, you see, so I'm just kind of intrigued. Right, I think we're done for this turn. We end one turn in 3 hours, and it just feels a bit odd now we're ending another turn so quick. But there's nothing else for us to do. Zhang is taking care of business down here. We're about to take care of business down here next turn. Building work is done. Diplomacy is done. Court actions we're quite happy with. Our leader is on the march. I think everything we're quite satisfied. So let's quick save it. And let us end the turn and see what happens next.
From time to time, you will receive missions. Fulfilling their objective.
So we're building that. That's fine. Just the one army. And these are the factions that we know so far. So yeah, we're declaring war against the yellow turbans here. Which might not go down too well, but needs must.
There are many intricacies to ruling. And a wise leader seeks counsel rather than allow pride to lead them into ignorance. If any aspect of your kingdom eludes you, you have only to ask for clarification.
I have my people here for that, who will advise me wisely. Okay, so we've got the army strength bar. This army is strong enough. So we've got a bit of winter happening here. I don't know what winter does, but probably affects food, I would suggest.
Buildings improve various aspects of your faction, making development of your
What do you reckon Dongzhu would pay for a ceasefire? You reckon? One less to worry about. I mean, we're not going to be attacking him anytime soon. She hasn't taken any more land yet. Why is she classed as red? Oh, she's not to us, sorry. You can actually change this as well. So ownerships, attitudes towards us, diplomacy, population, public order. Us in the negative here. Running a tight ship as usual. Food. Not doing too bad there. Okay. Right, Mr. Dong.
Your very presence pollutes the air.
Okay, peace, never. Bandits just eat more loot. We don't lose troops like normal factions in winter. Oh, I see what you mean. So the Han Empire is vassalized, so that would put us at peace with them too. Okay, right, that's cool, excellent. So we've got the situation going on with let's have a look at the loot situation. It's the loot that confuses me. Soldier count, cost, spent season in own domain, -5 loot because we weren't in the enemy's domain. Army effects plus 26 loot. How did I see the loot stat for this army before? Food is looking good. Resources. Current trade influence. Was it here? No? What is this? What do you want me to do, game? I'm clicking the button. Go away. Leave me be. Right, we can reach there this turn.
Cultivate patience.
Oh, it's here. There it is. Yeah. Oh, we got maxed out loot. Well, loot happy.
Focus your rage!
We have engaged the enemy in battle. Now it is up to you to command your forces and destroy our foes.
Whoa, what's happening here? Hang on. Demand surrender. We can try the demand surrender, but it's not. They'd take their chances. Oh, this is a bit of a stretch too far for me. You having a laugh? Starve out.
For the people!
Right, how many turns till they're starved? They'll starve before I do.
Keep moving against winter's inertia. Press on!
So, he got a garrison force. Who's this? China's vastness is matched only by the many exemplars of wisdom and might that traverse it. The following individuals of note are currently visiting our lands, and we should not hesitate to engage the most promising. BGN. It costs 1,000. How do we see the character screen? I believe you can only do it through this screen. I'm clicking here. There you go.
Special rare weapons, armor and horses can be taken from defeated enemies and will grant great advantages to their new owner, as well as increasing their satisfaction.
So this fella is a scout. He's an authority person. We don't have any authority people, so he could.
A land without people is bereft of spirit.
He's got a grudge against somebody, so he might be able to put him to spy use. See you later, Chris. So the other alternative, which is a good point, is to get our extra general in now, right before we attack. An extra general, he comes with 2 horses, but does he come instantly with a retinue, or does it require replenishment?
To arms!
And we can't recruit now because we've got to be in our own territory. So we'd have to lift the siege and then come back, which is not a problem. His full force arrives instantly. Okay. Interesting. So that's 2 horses and him. So that's 6 horse units. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. This is a bloody livestock farm. Break siege, move back. It's quicker than starving out. And even if we disbanded him straight after, it's only 1 turn of upkeep. And we'll take the spoils of war with us as well, so I think it's...
For China!
A battle is upon you.
Break siege.
Vent frustration.
A newly recruited unit will report for duty immediately, but will continue to muster for some time before reaching full capacity.
Oh, you're joking. Look at this. It's not full. He's full, at least, but his units aren't. Ugh. Okay, we live and learn. Right, I think we're gonna have to wait. We'll wait a turn in friendly territory, get a few more troops, and he's got his full troops. Every little helps, I suppose. Right, next turn we're gonna end, and we're gonna get a bonus from this.
Cannot be defeated, only endured.
And we're going to be left ready to attack that place. So let's see what happens. Oh, hang on. Something's wrong with him. What's wrong with him? Oh, his satisfaction is going down. Lack of purpose. This is not good. This is not good. See, he's been put to use, hasn't he? He's fine. It's because Wang Dang is like sat there doing nothing. Oh, what do I do? Give him a job. I can't. There's nothing to give him. Everything's tied up, locked up. We've got somebody out on an assignment already. Somebody's out on assignment. So there's no more assignment slots. She's me administrator.
For your consideration.
Ooh. Mercenary contract time, folks. Hang fire. Han Fu is offering us a mercenary contract against Yellow Turban Rebellion. You will receive payment of 402. We're attacking them anyway. Oh, I'll attack them for you, mate. Not a pro... Oh, hang on, sorry. Sorry. Zhang, what's our character called? Zhang something. Zhang Yan. Oh, we'll do it. Hang on, Zhang Yan. Shh. You don't do a diplomacy like that. Hang fire. This is a strategist talking. I don't know if we can do that. Han Fu. I don't who's Han Fu? Exactly, who is Han Fu? Who is he? We don't care who he is. He just wants us to attack the Yellow Turbans. Oh. Han Fu. This is a lot you're asking us. This is... He's food rich. He's food rich. It's a big ask. I think we'll have to negotiate. You know, we're going out of our way if we do this. You know what I mean? Mercenary contract. We are offering to assist him in the war against Yellow Turban Rebellion. Positive factors. Base diplomatic stance to target faction military strength. So what constitutes a successful contract? Do we just have to attack them once? Do we have to attack a particular Yellow Turban target that he wants us to attack? What's the success? You just have to attack them once. Perfect. So within 20 turns I have to attack them. Okay. To a 3.5. Now he's going to give me 402 payment up front. How about we remove that and see what else we can get? So we can't ask for food. Can we make for no? So it's got to be money for this. But regular payments are not as heavy. Are not as heavy usually if you're not as rich as one-off payments. So we might be able to get more than 400 if we request a regular payment instead. Oh no. That's 20 turns. It's about the same, isn't it? That's 340. That's even worse. Has he got any? No. Right, 402. That's as much as we're going to get out of it. That's a balanced deal. We can't squeeze any more out. So we're just going to have to accept it. Had a bit of a play around there, but never mind. So Yellow Turban's right below us. We were going to attack him anyway. So accept this offer.
We are happy to have pleased you.
Oh, look, our diplomatic net is widening. We're seeing more factions now. Han Fu contracted Zhang Yan as a mercenary. I'm assuming this is the timer for it. Mission fulfilled. So we have fulfilled the contract. Defeat one army or garrison from the following factions. Yellow Turban. Reward and success, 1,000 to the treasury. Oh, that's mission issued, not success. So once we take care of the Yellow Turbans by defeating one of their army or garrisons within the time scale, we get 1,000 in our treasury. Nice. Great timing was that, wasn't it? Mission success. We've got the economy growing. We now have to maintain a total of 12 units at the start of a new turn. We currently have 10, so we need to recruit a couple more units, and then we'll get that mission, and that will give us growing might, which is extra experience and extra replenishment faction-wide, which is for 3 turns, which is quite handy.
The loyalty of characters is measured.
Right, we've got lots going on now. So we've got this mission issued. Grow our armies. We've got our economy grows, so extra cheaper construction now and faster construction for the next 3 turns. Let's make use of this while we can. Keep that open just to remind us. We've got, look at this, 4 different people of merit to look at. Different characters to see if we're going to bring them into our court or not, so we'll keep that open. We have built that. We have contract to fulfill. Mercenary contract taken out. And a new faction capital has been established. Interesting. Chengong. I recognise Chengong as well. I recognise that name myself. Right. Okay. I think it's a good place to leave off here. 11:15. I can finish my dinner, which is going completely cold now. We've dipped our toe into the waters. And we have got our first commandery. Appreciate it was a bit of a slow start, but I found my feet. We've done a couple of battles, so combat is easy, just like any other Total War game. Control the keys is, very simple. The commands I'll have a look at the mods and play around and see if I can get the records mode mods for the general's abilities to work before the next session. So yeah, quite happy with that. Obviously there's a lot of intricacies. It's much more character focused and story development and roleplay potential in this game than a lot of Total War games. It's, all the stats of the characters, the traits, how they interact with each other, stories can develop. There's specific events based on the actual romance as well. So it's very much potential here for some really good things to come out, and it'll be even better when I've got up to speed. But I think we're getting there. The base mechanics and the manoeuvring of the menus, I think we've got pretty much sorted. So we can start focusing a lot more, hopefully, in the next session and onwards with much more wider tactical thinking and ultimately taking over the world. Anyway, go forth, enjoy the rest of your evenings, your afternoons. Have a great bank holiday weekend if you're off tomorrow as well. Happy days, as I will be. Next stream of this, can't promise you, but I'll see what I can do in the week. Tomorrow is Monday. I will be streaming some Suzerain. Tuesday, there's no football, so I will be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesday is a stream-free day, football-free day. So, might dip my toes into a bit of this on Wednesday. So yeah, keep tuned. Between now and then, I'll continue to watch some more videos, just get myself as up to speed as possible. Now that I've dipped my toe into the game and started it properly, I'm actually going to have a play around with a different bandit camp. If there's another bandit faction that has the same mechanics in terms of bandit mechanics, it'd be quite fun to start a second campaign just to just have a play around and get used to some stuff. So yeah, lots to look forward to, I'm hoping, if you'll bear with me, and we'll see if we can get the Bandit Mountain King to cause some grief. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and until next time, I'll see you soon.